All right then, welcome everybody back for another stream, back in the new expansion, and hopefully today, not that I wanted to end quickly, but hopefully today, the finale. I've spent a little bit of time today going through, clearing out my inventory so I don't have to hate every moment of my inventory life. And yeah, fingers crossed things behave well and we can get through the end of the expansion today. That is the hope. That is the plan. Once the game loads. So we're back here. Obviously, the whole thing was we won't be able to really get out of here until the end of the expansion. I mean, we can, but I think the idea is you're kind of stuck here. We do have our hobby gift of the day. As you can see, I've cleaned out most of my inventory. Not most of, but a decent amount of. Let's get our hobby gift. 100 virtual experience, a combat run speed boost. Yeah, whatever. And at least we leveled up wit. What are we on? Level 100. That's crazy. 100 levels of virtue is kind of a crazy thought.
Saw us arrive. Might we use this to our advantage?
I doubt not that the bounds of this land are watched by sharp high guards, but the Temir who drove this wagon is known to them. He has carried us all unknowingly to a place where it's assumed every person belongs. Hear the sound of the encampment to the northwest. If we simply walk among these people and see what we might learn from the purpose here and how near this secret fleet might be to completion. I guess it is kind of the point. Like, if you're in here, you're probably meant to be in here, right? It's kind of the assumption. My suspicion level is low. Okay, do we have to... Is this just going to be like a thing that changes with the quest? Or is it going to be something that, like, depending on what we do? You must be new here. All glory to the Hull. You repeat the sentiment, and he nods pleasantly. It warms my heart to hear it, and if from an elf. They say you're kind of deadly to both sword and bow, and it's good to have those talents put to use and not against us once. You always claim to share our progress, our purpose here, but I do not believe it. If they thought Mordor had the advantage, they would turn on us in a span of a breath. The Corsairs down at Bakridar and the Starkhaven mumble their oaths. But they resent the Hull, I am sure of it. I wish Ordak had no need of it either. But this great work began before I was even born, and I was not consulted. It is a great cost in lives to bring the song of waves the wind. Now we only wait to signal the sail. You're fortunate to join us today, stranger. Habati, the dwarf, has just arrived, and he brings food and provisions from far away. He comes every few weeks and sets up shop. His arrival is always welcome. It helps break up the monotony of our days, which is mostly spent in waiting. His price could be lower, though, I admit. He's the only one that's, like, seen us, right? So that might be a slight concern. Let's examine what's in here. Fresh, easily transportable water from use for the Ordekai. Is a map. Our suspicion level is medium. Even as you commit to that memory, a woman calls out to you. Oh, our suspicion level is high. What do you think you're doing? You should not be lingering in this place. Habati, the dwarf, has just arrived. Instead of going to see him, you insist upon poking a place where you do not belong. What were you looking at just now? You were about to go to see busy, but you were worried that you would not be able to afford his unreasonable prices. Go on then, in the main tent with you. You have no choice but to go inside the central tent. Is it this one? A line has formed.
Do I know you, stranger?
You look familiar for some reason. You assume Habiti that you have never met, and you can respond with the Ordekai erupting a chorus of complaints. There is a line, and you said, you step back before you draw any attention to yourself. Okay. Should walk calmly out of without arousing further suspicion. So, if we do insert, does it matter if we run versus walk? I'm guessing it's fine. Okay, Dr. Rahazi outside the Ordekai camp. How fared you within the enemy encampment? You describe Rahazi the map you memorized. She nodded greenly, assigning names to the locations in her head. I too have learned some things that may be of use to us. The Ordekai are not along the Sognidar. They're not happy about it. Oh, they're not alone. By listening to the conversations of the Ordekai, I've learned something of their associates in the Fearwater. Also established an encampment to the east here A fort was that was drowned when the lake of Nidar was formed during the reign of Barakush. The Orcs and Ordokai were made to work together. Now that he is gone, two groups find it more difficult to coexist. There's been fighting between the two. The map we saw contained markings on the other side of the river in a place called the Haven of Bakredar, which seems to be a Corsair encampment. The Ordokai need crews to sail the ships, but I'm not certain how convinced these sailors. There's a little love between Umbar and Ordag these days. Beyond Bakredar, the wharfs and jetties of Stargate must serve as a primary shipbuilding location for the song. Let's travel eastward. After we have seen the Orcs, we will turn our attention to the other side of the river. So the fact that we can sort of come in and out of here, in theory, after the fact, makes me think that, like, I don't know, do we commandeer these ships to be for us? I feel like the Kindred are probably gonna want in on this, you know? So, I guess we'll see. I mean, technically we are... Are we technically now part of the Kindred? I actually forget. The fact you didn't aggro me or even threaten to attack is quite surprising, to be honest. Curious. Oh, we should probably chuck on a double experience to make the most of this, because I just realized that we did not get double experience from that last quest. 2.14 million experience. We definitely could have ideally had a little bit extra from that. Would have been nice. And then we should have one more use of that literally like a few minutes ago. We are out of our stuff not being broken, but considering we have this for 205 months, which I swear has gone up, but I could be wrong, then yeah, we're not really too worried. I actually deleted a load of characters today and found that quite a few of them actually have this weird bugged subscriber sound services, so it's quite interesting that that's a thing that happened multiple times. Rahazi slows us to halt as she stares out the ship of song. Of the song?
So many ships, and they all ready for war.
You told me what you learned in Amexdol, and the fleet has been constructed for many years, but it's entirely different to see the evidence of my own eyes. Let's descend the slope towards Drushkela. Go carefully, remain alert for anything out of the ordinary. Let's have a little peek, shall we? There's quite a lot of ships. I wonder which one is the Song of Waves and Wind. Is it this one? I don't know. Is it going to be noticeably different? Or is it more just like, hey, it's multiple? Hey, there's a dead orc. It's dead a short distance from the outer palisade. By an elf arrow, we have some allies nearby. Okay, these guys are red, which is, yeah, 159. Hopefully, we don't have too many issues with them. I think the frames are different. I updated my skin UI, whatever, just before stream, so I'm actually seeing a few of these for the first time. And I don't think I noticed anything massively different, but I guess this... Oh, I definitely should not have gone for a troll. I just kind of attacked the first thing I saw. Let's Heartseeker you. Merciful shot. As long as it's like one-on-one, it's generally not too bad. Just heal up a bit. Does that count though? No. And those orcs that were outside didn't count either because they went inside. It's like placement of enemies. Yes. Is that that's the 151 version? That's fine. I think the current code is actually 5 keys, so I definitely want to make sure I do that. And I think maybe once I get to 160, we'll open up 5 loot boxes with some keys and stuff. I think Feyrand actually has a couple keys as well, so maybe I can transfer those over and we can open up, like, I think he has like maybe 3, maybe 4, I could be wrong, that aren't like bound ones. I definitely could be wrong about that number, but yeah, it could be interesting for us to just open a bunch of loot boxes at 160 and just get a bunch of embers at the very least. Right, you? No, you don't count. Oh, there's someone here. Nice. I also don't know why my audio feels so weird. It feels like lower than normal, but I don't know. My audio should be at the max. Maybe my settings got changed somehow. That would have been weird, but yeah, strange things have happened. As long as I get 10 kills and can find... Am I aggro to this? It looks like it. Okay, let's just do that. Let's Rain of Arrows you. Let's do that as well. Let's get Heartseeker going to get a little bit of... Get some heals. And I died. I did not mean to attack a troll. And also, I definitely was not playing as efficiently as I should have been then. Also, something gear, something, I don't know. I definitely just did not play that as well as I should. I definitely should have paid more attention, just generally, but it's fine. Not a problem. We are not that fussed. I do want to make sure we do this quest though, because again, quadruple experience at the minute. I will take any little extra bonuses I can for us to just do a little bit better. Hopefully. Okay. Also curious still on reward track. Okay, so yesterday when I checked, I think it was a little bit into the stream, we were on like 7. And now we're on 16. So I'm actually pretty happy with that. And I'm sure when we go through with other characters, doing missions, doing actual just side quests and getting, you know... I think I actually saw a side quest at the very beginning of this, or very close to the beginning, that actually gave us a bit of gear as well. Once I get through and do all of that stuff, then hopefully... you know, we'll sort of level up that pretty quickly. At least a little bit. I don't even know what, like, the end thing is. It's a pet and character tracery token, which is nice, but then coffer of legendary items. Would be nice to... Why? I just died to a troll. So why did I go, you know what, I'm going to attack a troll again? In what world was that a good idea? It's fine. At least I have someone helping me attack enemies, but still was an incredibly dumb idea, and I don't know why I decided to sort of go anywhere near. I mean, unless you're going to aggro. Okay. If you're going to aggro, I'll aggro, because I'll try and help out. Because you helped me out, I'll help you out. That's fine. There's a general rule. I mean, you are 160, so you're probably going to have an easier time than me. But as a general rule, not what I kind of want to do. As long as I get a shot on you, I should count towards the kill. So. Okay, so complete that quest. Happy days. And then we're just going to return. So return to entrance and look out for your potential ally. Who do we think it's going to be? Can I move this? How do I move this? I can never remember. I want to move it like down here somewhere. Just a bit like out of the way. Not in the middle of my screen. Corridan. I did think that. That sounded... But you're not going to help me with this, are you? With my 2 enemies that I accidentally brought with me. Alright.
Look who I found! An unexpected friend!
Okay, tells me his sister Siglet and Kuridwan, the god maiden, are elsewhere in Sugnidar. Oh, Kuridwan is here. Three of them followed troubling signs to this place, and now they've laid on eyes upon the song of waves and wind. They intend to counter it if such a thing is possible. To know that we will do this.
I did not expect to see you here, my friend, but it is a welcome surprise.
We must each share in the past we have tried to arrive at this place, but quickly, for the days are dangerous and time is short. I believe the Kindred of the Coins will have has allied with the Orcs of Mordor and the Empire of Ordak to construct this fleet of warships. Using the fleet, the Song of Waves and Wind, its masters might threaten all of Middle-earth.
My sister and I departed Sul-Madash after you left with Incarnouche and Glorfindel, making once again for Utupur.
Ziggurat believe we could put the spirit of Cyrillus to rest, but alas we found no sign of her. We found instead set across wagon tracks. Wagon tracks sunk deep into the rocky road from the weight of the goods they carried. The tracks traveled from west to east, and when I convinced my sister we must learn where they came from, my deepest fears were realized. The guards at Ashagir were slain, and the stockpile of Nargrak contained within was gone. Few only knew of the dangerous substance held within Ashagir, and only one might command such wagons to transport it away, the wagons of Temir design. The Khasi Wave Reaper has taken command of this fleet, and Koltek has supplied it with Nagar, the Hungry Fire. We may not know yet their full purpose, but I can make some guesses. This is bad news. There are good tidings as well. Siglith and I encountered Kuradwan, and we followed the road towards Nadar, and with her aid we are able to slip past the border guards. Let us walk to the other side of the river, and we will speak more about what we have learned. So we get a copper ring, very basic, just copper ring. Like, it feels weird, since we have, like, these very grandiose things, and it's like copper ring. Vitality, finesse, resistance, essence. We probably will hold off for the minute, I think, just because of the whole like crit, like significant crit from the Order of the Eagle ones. But also primary essence box and whatever. And accepting this quest, you'll travel with Corridon to the opposite shore. Over here. So this person is doing this quest. It's interesting.
And so the three of us came to the Fearwater.
We've worked to sow dissent across the groups to that labour to finish the fleet. As a result, each group is now alert to anything suspicious. I'm afraid I will not be able to walk among them without combat any longer. I see that Balakad, the son of Balakor, from afar, he seems to command the forces of this place. I know not where Nakasi may be found, but my sister believes she may establish a command post in the islands to the southeast. As Koltek is with her, he has remained out of sight. It's also possible he remains in Umbar and arranged for the delivery of Nargrak only through his agents. We have arrived outside the havens of Bakridar, can't say all these words, which seems to be an encampment of Corsairs loyal to the heirs of Castamere, who have now sworn to follow Balakad. Let us search the camp and see how well supplied the Corsairs are, and if they are ready to sail, we'll meet on the other side of the camp. Okay, so if I just kind of have to search, this person is just going around killing enemies. So I might be able to get away with it. Also, is that a deed or a quest? But also, these enemies have quest rings, and presumably, I need to defeat them. I've never really seen it with the quest ring from someone else killing them, but it's fine, I guess. I just hope I actually have enough enemies that we can, you know, kill them and have enough for 10 while this person is also here. Which is sometimes the issue. It's almost like they think it's going to be single player with the amount of enemies they give you. Or that everybody's in a fellowship. But no. Not quite. I want his chest. I'm going for this chest. Oh, you got it first. How dare you. Very upsetting. Okay. There's an enemy in here, I think. Which is quite interesting to have happened. I don't know if I can... Oh, I can shoot through it. Okay, so they can just go through it. I was worried it was going to be... I know that it was stuck. See, now, I was quite lucky with my essences, but now I got an essence of evasion, so I don't really think we're going to need that. But let's make sure we go around, defeat these, try and get the havens of Bakridar done, and then meet with Rahazi and Corridon southeast. Seems like we may be jumping around quite a bit, but again, if they're going around killing every enemy, then we might be able to sneak through a little bit and just kind of get where we need to go. I don't know. I don't know fully. We just need one enemy. Well, oh, we are just literally checking the camps. I thought it was actually the I thought we were looking for more banners. Okay, I only need to kill 2 more of these guys, so we'll just... I guess once I've killed 2, I can probably get away with just war steeding around. I'm just trying to stay out of their reach, maybe. Okay, that one's done. Get some experience. So we're no longer quadruple experience, it's still just double. But 2.5 million experience isn't too terrible. Let's go up here. Get this camp bit done. Except it's not actually this, it's up a little bit further. Up here? Okay, and then we just sort of jump down here, away from all these enemies that hopefully don't continue to try and aggro us and lose interest hopefully quickly. Like that. Perfect. And then if I can just go and only kill one enemy, then that makes my life significantly easier. Hey, it's Rahazi and Korridan. How can I help?
What have you learned of the Airsworn Corsairs?
Are they prepared to sail? You tell Rahazi the Corsairs spend their time in idleness, but supply crates within the haven have much of what they would need to set sail on the ships of the Song. They will go nowhere until they leave Tom's apart. If we put an end to Nakazi and to Balakad, they will be content to remain here, as not the fleet lingered here unused for many years.
My study of this camp has revealed to me some things of interest.
Corsairs support Balakad and believe he has picked up the mantle set down by his father, Balakor. They think he will lead them to victory over Gondor and over Ordek alike. They are uncertain of Nakazi's loyalty and they hate the orcs. They believe she is the one forcing them to work alongside the creatures and they resent her for it. Many hope Balakad will break ties with her and seize control of the song for himself. I agree with Rahazi. If we kill or capture these leaders, we will be struck a major blow against those who might wield the Song of Waves and Wind against us.
But we should not get ahead of ourselves. First, we must rejoin my sister and Corridor.
Sigileth intended to make the camp on this island that lies to the southeast sphere. High atop that rocky plain stands the ruins of Kushukin. And my sister suggests making camp somewhere in its shadow. Kuridwan says the fort, once perched atop the hill, was a meeting place for travelers as it was before the floods claimed the valley. A single bridge stretches to the island. It will be a long journey to the southeast along the shore to reach it. Find my sister, but take special care as you pass through Stark Cave, and that place is surely crawling with Airsworn and Ordekai alike. Okay. Can we swim there, or are we gonna like die immediately? Because that's quite a trek. So I'm curious on like how viable swimming is. It's not the end of the world, it's just, you know, it's a lot. And none of this seems like it's gonna be non-aggro. Banner of the shipyard. Another quest or a deed? A quest. Okay, so is this gonna be another quest of just exploring? I mean, I might take it for the extra little bit of experience if it's literally just go in this area and, you know, physically be in the location as we sort of go across. Because I don't think it's going to be any point. There's not going to be a point where we're doing this quest and these enemies aren't going to aggro us. 159, even at all 160, they're still going to aggro. So it's not like we're going to be able to like cheese it later on. But I think sacrifice on Warsteed probably good enough. I mean, we do kind of have to go out of our way. We could just loop around, but it's not too much of a detour, I don't think. If I just keep paying attention to the map. But there's also not too many enemies I'm going to jinx it now, but there's not too many enemies outside of the bits we have to go to for this quest. So, like, yeah, sure, here there's going to be. But for the most part, it's pretty chill. My problem is going to be able to be navigating to where I'm trying to go to, but I don't know. We'll work it out. We'll work it out. It's fine. Is that going to be up here? Okay, there's a parchment there, but I'd rather come back here maybe later and not get too distracted. I mean, this is a little bit of a distraction, sure, but it's like while we're on the way. So I'm not too worried about it. Hopefully I can get out of here pretty easily. It's kind of as easy as when I came in. Looks like it hopefully is. Okay, that was relatively painless. We're going to get out of combat. We're going to get morale regen because we're at 4,000 morale per second. Nearly 5,000 morale per second. Regen. We have a little bit of time. So 106, 132. Yeah, so I'm not too worried, assuming we stay out of combat for a minute. Sacrifice is only as good as our morale pool to push it all into. Okay. We also just have to pay attention on how we're getting to each area, because obviously this is our main focus, but for now, do you think I can see? Banner by the docks, is that going to make me have more stuff? Is it going to make me check like every individual thing? I don't know. At the very least, we know that there are quests for us to come back to at a later point when we want to get a little bit more experience. We will probably go back to like where we started the quests and stuff, and see if there's anything we can pick up, you know, that we've missed, you know, as we go. And then we'll just try and complete the quest anyway, because we'll probably get, like, you know, more of these rep things to, you know, barter tokens or whatever, but also potentially rep and stuff like that. But with that, 155, every quest should now be available. Like, these are now oranges, so we're actually pretty good. If we get red for 160, that's fine, but we can now accept 160 quests as well. So that is good. Banner by the bridge. Let's get distracted again. What are you gonna make me do? Set part. Are these just like weird quests? Okay. Can I use look or think? It's just weird to me that it's technically completed. It says completed, but it's not actually completed. That's what threw me off there. Okay, I'll take 2.1 million experience to do that. That's pretty handy. And a crate of crafting materials, which I just kind of transferred to another character, but I actually haven't looked. Okay, so any jewelry tier through Umbar, because I don't know. Yeah, Sulmadash, there must be an increase then in or a higher tier. So I wonder if that's correct or not. Like, is that gonna let me have, okay, Marai iron ore, which I can now actually hold on to because I actually have inventory space a little bit. I always find ore is the hardest thing for me to get, really. Everything else I can kind of just get from kills. I tend to normally need, like, I don't normally need a woodworker because, well, my bow. I guess maybe a club, but I think most of the time it's moats and embers. You found Sigilith's encampment in Fearedwater.
Welcome to Sugnidar. I have taken this campsite from the soldiers who made it.
I've named it Fearwater Notch. Now it is mine. Should they return, they will not live long enough to inform anyone of our presence here. These others dislike the Autocar as much as we do, and we've offered their services to us. For now, they have my trust. Did my brother tell you we encountered Kurudwan on the road to this place? She has gone down to the water northeast of it, intending to perform an investigation of sorts. I pressed her not on the subject, but I understood from her mumblings and musings that she hoped to find some means of sinking the song to the bottom of the lake. You should see if the Golden Maiden found success. Such a thing would be very helpful to us. Let's make sure we get a stable master so we can get back here. Or like at least get back there if we need to. Because I'm hoping tonight is the night that we like get all this done, unlock all the stable masters, and then kind of be done with it. Because stable master wise, I don't know kind of what we're at. Is kites, baubles? Okay. Like sure, we haven't got these two, but like these two as well, I guess I haven't got. Where am I technically now? So what's this called? Yeah, Fearwater Notch. That's interesting. I don't know technically where we are on this map. Or if it's like just not showing. I guess. Depends where we are. Okay, Fearwater. I don't know. We'll work it out. Either way. Hello, Kurudwan. Long time no see.
I see you found your way here. Have you brought the wizard Inkanush with you?
I don't think... No, he stayed. You tell everyone that regretfully Inkanush remained behind when you came in search of the Song of Waves and Wind. You are also interested to hear of her discoveries. Okay, after you and Inkanush left Sulmadash, my steps took me to Lavath, and the Kinta told me of her experimentation with the Lag David. She told me that you helpfully provided a number of blight samples, and when you added them to water in time, they damaged the integrity of the bucket and held it. The wooden slats in the bucket fell apart, slipping water onto the ground. I've done the same with this rowboat I moored alongside the island. In a matter of moments, a small sample of the blight has damaged the seals that held the boat together, causing it to take water and sink. Most curious. I'm ready to turn to the Fearwater Notch. If you are, my investigation here is complete, and in it I see a means to destroy this fleet, these enemies of the natural order think to wield against the Kintai and the other people of Shagana. Sugnagar Nadar. May it become a watery grave for the Song of Waves and Wind. So I'm guessing we're just going to use the blight. But I worry that would like surely ruin the water. Right? I don't know. Like, does it infect the water? Does it make it sort of uninhabitable? I don't know. I don't know if that's something that will like get fixed. The whole blight thing. Maybe in the epilogue or maybe something else. I don't know.
Has Kurudwan found what she sought?
Briefly let you understand the Golden Maid's discovery and its potential use for sinking the warships before they depart to the Fearwater. A means of utilizing the blight to destroy the Song of Waves and Wind. Let us hope she is right for our sake and all of Middle-earth. It's not enough to sink the ships. We must also combat the crews they have mustered and the leaders who drive them to war.
Together, we may yet defeat the schemes of Nakasi and Balakad, but it will not be easy.
Aid each of our companions the task they choose themselves, and together we may be able to ensure the Song of Waves and Wind can never leave. So we got 3 quests, and at the end of this, much like the other one, we get a piece of armor. Looking at that very, very simply, more agility, more vitality, finesse, and crit. So we're switching physical mastery for crit in that situation, but it could be still worth it. Let's pick up the rest of these.
The Song of Waves and Wind would be dangerous enough by itself, but Nakasi has armed it with terrifying weapons.
I know not how long Koltek has been working secret with her, but he has had an eye on the stockpile of Hungry Fire from the moment we discovered it. Did he wait until he travelled to Mogala with Incarnation and Glorfindel to give the command to his underlings to transport Timing no longer matters. What happens now is that we prevent the song from being equipped with weapons capable to use the hungry fire against its enemies. Then let's see a workshop of some kind within Starkhaven where such weapons can be assembled. Let's search for it among the buildings on the western shore of the Fearwater. If we can destroy the stockpile, these weapons will stand empty and unused. Makes sense.
I never expected to use the Blight for a good purpose. But this is truly a day for surprises.
Okay, some of the mysteries that plagued Imhula and Adagim have been made clear for me now, and I see what has transpired within the Fearwater. For many years, I believe the floods cascaded into Adagim from the north were caused when spring rains overfed the Ikoban River, but it was not so. The Ortekai drenched an old tributary channel, channeling a path south from Sugnidar. Now the floods might have destroyed their wharves, were instead spilled upon Adagim, already suffering from the blight. When was the extent of Lag Darvit worsened by these annual floods and the noisome bog in which they contributed? Must have been so. But now I have need of the blight to counter this Ortekai fleet, and its pervasive reach will be of use to us. Pods of blight push into Nadar from Adagim, and they've taken root within Narrowvale, just outside the eastern entrance to Starkhaven, not far from the long bridge that leads to the island. Take this sack and trowel and collect samples of blighted pods for me, or you combat some of the creatures that now push into Sugnidar. I will meet you outside the blighted place once you have done this. And for Huzzy, what can... I'm stuck. There we are. How can I help?
Starkhaven swarms with Airsworn corsairs and soldiers of Ordach.
But in Nakazi's command, they will board the ships and sail to war. I trust the Kurgan's plan, but even the fleets of the Song are made unable to sail. These enemies will remain to threaten the Ukuban Valley and my home. Even a single sword can inflict great injury. Let us defeat these foes and arrest them from their blaze. We will dump them in the water to the northeastern shore of this island, ensure they cannot be wielded by against the peaceful residents along the river. Should the Golden Maiden's plan prove unsuccessful? Okay, so let's get rid of this quest. What are we going to do? Find the workshop, collect samples and defeat creatures, defeat Airsworn, and defeat Ortekai. So kill enemies, collect things. Okay, I think there was some Ortekai up here. Or Airsworn, I think it actually was. Maybe both. Actually both. I was right on both of them. And they should be a little bit easier to defeat now, but they are orange, hopefully. Just a little bit less resistance against us, so as long as we don't go against anything with 300k morale, generally we're alright. I'm curious as well, Reforge available yet? No, so it probably is 156, but I'm curious if I haven't got like a name for my weapon yet. I wanted, I think I said yesterday, I wanted to like rename my weapons to something more interesting. So I think I did that, or I was going to do it originally with Havelard, and then I kind of just didn't. I think I ended up getting a new weapon at some point or something. I can't remember. Well, that might have been the old Reforged days, or before the Reforged days, sort of, where you had multiple different weapons. I think I might have renamed one. So yeah, I kind of do want to plan out some interesting names for swords and bows and whatever. But also need to make sure that I know which one's which that I'm going to be using. So, okay, it seems like we actually have a decent amount of enemies here. I didn't really think about it, but might not have to travel too far to complete this quest. Hopefully these are relatively simple, like just do this real quick and then we can carry on. The other ones seemed a little bit long-winded. Especially when they don't really give me much. I mean, they do give me stuff, but I think I obviously have to defeat these guys and then I've got to dump their weapons, right? I'm just curious what this quest ring's about. And there's another one like up here. Unless it's internal location, which sometimes can be what it is. I don't think it's going to particularly matter. I think we'll probably end up defeating enough enemies before we get to that point. Because 2 more Airsworn, and then I just need an Ortekai after this. Hopefully you're an Ortekai. You are. Perfect. Just what I was after. Okay. Now, I don't know where we're going. Specifically. Talk to Rahazi at the shore northeast of the Fearwater Notch. So it's going to be like... It's just not showing on the map. But I think northeast... I mean, it's just going to be where the boat was, I think. Probably. I'm guessing. Maybe. There have been some weird quest things where they haven't been showing up recently, so I wonder. No? I guess this is more just pure east than northeast. So, and I think down here was where we were before. So, there we are. Definitely not showing on the map, but hey, we just read a quest.
This is a good spot.
Suppose of the sword you gathered and the water will erode the sharpness of the blades, rendering them useless to our foes. Perfect. Disposal location. Let's get rid of some swords. I was about to say, please don't make me do like 16 different swords. Wave farewell to the weapons that can no longer be used. Bye.
You amuse me, my friend.
Now, the Airsworn Corsairs and soldiers, although it will find it difficult to threaten the peaceful lands downriver, sure Korowan's plan not to succeed. I hope that it will. We must plan for anything. There's a lesson my mother and the great hero Shurignin. Okay, cool. That one's sorted. Let's get rid of this quest because it's going to confuse us. Then we've got to go all the way down here, and then all the way to the workshop. Now, my question is, I don't know if it's better now to go over here first or over here. I don't think it particularly matters. I think the pathway is quite safe, so I guess we'll just do whatever's closest, but at least we're getting some virtue experience because wit is now maxed. Valor is going to be next, I think. Because Valor's here. But I thought we were supposed to go for the lowest. Or no, so it goes for these in order, and then it goes for the lowest in general. I definitely need to work on my my things. There's so many deeds that this character has not done, and probably could just do pretty quickly. I mean, I don't even know which one this is. The quick post 3k experience, virtue experience. Why not? Most of these are actually not too much, but delvings is the majority of that 77k. Okay, how do we get up here? But yeah, I think I just need to spend some time. But I've done it so much on Tarvelard or on Feyrand that I'm just like, oh, do I want to? But I probably should. And it'll be a lot quicker with Tarvelard, especially once we're like 160 and stuff, because it's just going to be one-shot kills from everything rather than with Feyrand where it's like doing it on level, but also just Warden isn't a class that necessarily has like a, even if you're slightly over leveled, isn't like quick attack or quick shot, one-shot kill, you know, like I'll be able to do like with the auto attacks from Hunter. How many pods do we need? 6. Now the loot box. I actually should, I guess, have a few of those if I'm going to be potentially opening some. I think if I'm going to open loot boxes with like free keys that I get, it's best to do it. I mean, it's best to just do at max. Like, there's no point in doing one at 159 or 155 or whatever. Just do it at 160. At least with the keys, I can just, it's not like they run out. I can just get the keys now and hold on to them and just use them when they needed. Okay. Can I get these? I mean, I'm going to definitely have to fight these guys, so I may as well just pick them off before I have to get anywhere close to them. Also, experience. Why not? And thankfully, these aren't too difficult. As long as you hit them from actually far away, by the time they had to get to you, they only get really one hit in. If any. Okay, that makes our life a whole lot easier. Just to collect our samples and be out of here. Use the useful blight samples, or bring the useful blight samples to the entrance, the blighted veil outside. So, thankfully just here, and then at least it's like a quick finish for us. Hello.
Have you done as I asked?
I have indeed. When handled with care, these samples may prove that even evil has its uses. For if the song of waves and wind could be made unseaworthy, the in like of it may have saved some lives. I will continue my work applying the blight to the water by the ships of the song. In time, no vessel will remain afloat, and the designs of Orlek and Mordor will be ruined. Sigurd is right that the leaders must be captured or slain to truly end this threat, but singing the song is the most important step on that road. Thank you again for your efforts. Ah, perfect. 2 million experience as well, and let's head on back. I'm curious if Desperate Flight would be helpful in any way. Like here, is it going to send us over here, or is it going to send us here? Or is it going to send me like here and arguably be even worse? I just haven't seen any like red circles, but sometimes red circles don't look like red circles. So. But yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely glad we're getting virtual experience from these quests, though. It's not much in the grand scheme of things, but it's a nice little extra little bonus. We also get a ambient environment, so I'm curious on what that looks like. I don't actually have my kinship house at the minute, but I guess we could potentially look into that, because I don't know if you can add ambience to a normal house. I don't think I've tried. I'm sure you can. I don't know though. Right, not that way. This is an absolute maze. I have no idea what I'm doing. This is lovely. Glad my war steed has yeah, I'm just glad that my my war steed is able to be of some use finally. I'd say finally. It's not like it's never been, but and around up here, is that right? Nope, not quite. That is technically fine, but not the direction we want to be going specifically. That is this little entrance here. Told you this place is confusing, and I guess this is our little workshop area to work with. I was going to say, I'm sure they are going to de-aggro before I have to worry about them. Oh, maybe not. They just went a different direction for some reason. Okay, you do what you need to do. That's fine. Okay, so presumably I found it. Examine one of the unusual looking weapons at the workshop. Examine the plans and first intended use by the song and defeat anyone who tries to stop you. I would put down a trap, but obviously can't really do that anymore. Excuse me. What? You can't. What? Why are you invisible? Okay, it's empty, but there are traces of Nokrak smeared at the bottom. Barrel is also empty as it stands up.
I've made an unpleasant discovery, my friend.
Surprised by a number of Corsairs, also Corsairs, and it came to fighting. They were not content to engage in battle with their blades on. They flew glass jars containing a small quantity of the oily substance to me. I met this attack with little difficulty. Am I not an Alpha Valorian? When the glass jars shattered on the ground, it exploded in blue flame. Some of Balakad's Corsairs have been given jars of Naga to use in battle. We must retrieve these jars from them afterwards. Let's meet back here. Okay, so essentially, just kill 6 enemies. Probably. Are you gonna... Nope. Okay, is it specific? Can they throw it at us? Can we be set on fire? Or is it just they by chance have it and we get the drop? I will stay far away just in case. That is really annoying that you are out of line of sight. Maybe they don't want to use it. Maybe they're just worried. I don't know. The reality is it's probably awkward just to make one attack for like a teeny bit of a quest, but I like to imagine. What are you... Hello? How are you today? Are you okay? I mean, at least you can get up. You're not going to be stuck there, but... Well... Sure. That works. I'm not going to complain. I don't think was ready for the sea. If he's just going to drop like that. Moment of. Please drop. Oh, you're not going to drop. That's a bit annoying. It's like a very weird part that doesn't count for some reason. I don't really understand that. Like, you should, right? Yeah. And you should. That's actually perfect. Are you going to both aggro? Yes. Okay, that's actually kind of worked out for us. And I was going to say he didn't fall in the ground so or in the water, so that actually makes our life even easier. Cool. Bring the bottles to Corridan at the workshop. Again, a weird thing where the map isn't actually showing it. I guess I don't know how much of that is it just not working, or if it's like, hey, you know, read the quest, work it out kind of thing.
Did you separate the bottles of Najak from their bearers?
Govro have done the same. I found a stack of parchment with the encampment of Orca. I think the soldiers knew not what to make of these papers, but they were yellowed by age. When we finish here, I'll make time to study them. We've not found the stockpile we sought, but I think we discovered the reason for that. The hunger fire has already been loaded onto the ships. And any excess considered unnecessary for their siphons and cannons must be given to the air swan. It's more necessary than ever that we prevent the song from setting sail. Make Curdwan have the time she needs to distribute the blight among the vessel and the fleet. May capture or kill the orcs who might have give command to sail. But for now, we've done what we can. Okay, so I'm going to try this. That was not what I intended. That might be the shortest desperate flight I've ever done. And a very interesting place to put a res circle, but okay. The more you know, I guess. Sure. Let us just try and get out of here then. The old-fashioned way. I really don't want to go through that area again, because this is very, like, awkward, I think. So, am I stuck on something? I'm definitely stuck on something. What am I stuck on? I don't think I was even stuck on actually anything. Come on, Warsteed. I was praising you earlier. You need to do better than this. But again, once again, I wonder how much of this is like, okay, I guess, you know, you don't want everything to just be like click, 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 and, you know, 5 seconds apart from each other. But like sending you all the way over here, and presumably you are going to do them in order, like this area, then this, then that, like I did. Sending you all the way over here, then to return it back over here. Like how much of this is just padding for the sake of padding, in a sense, you know? Just to sort of make it last longer. But also, would it feel like if it was, you know, all on this little island and the workshop was here, would it feel like it didn't take enough time? Also, is it like, well, it's taken you time, so we've got stuff done in the background sort of thing to make it more, I guess, believable in a sense that the others have progressed themselves as well. I don't know. But yeah, I'm really curious because, like, okay, we're here now. Silence the song. Like, that's the plan right now. But we know chapter 18 has 13 chapters at least, right? Because that's the... We have to do chapter 18.13 or 18.13 in order to unlock the stable masters around this place. So, like, what else are we going to be doing? Because we're kind of at the song now, and I don't know if the song is like specifically one. I feel like it's, in my head, it's one big battleship, but I guess it's multiple. Or maybe there is a specifically like one main thing, but then also actually it's still multiple. Like, there's a lot of ships here, but I want to see which one's like the head ship, like the main one. That like Balakad is on, and Nikasi. I'm actually going to switch these out now, because I think we're doing all right for the moment, and we can sell those later. Down here we go. Okay, perfect.
We are almost finished now. Only one thing remains to be done.
Well, let's put an end to Nikasi and Balakad. So we're going to pick up these Sentry Soldier Guards. And before we do that, I do want to just quickly compare stats. Okay, so they are very interesting design-wise. But I think that is pretty much a guaranteed. More crit, more physical mastery, significantly more finesse, more morale, more armor, more everything. We are still going to keep that because we want to reclaim some essences potentially. I think only teal essences I'm super worried about. But even then, I don't think I got any teal essences on these. So it might be just, I think I'm just talking about the Seafarers, like the proper Seafarers ones, rather than the flickering. Like on here, the 1448 ones and the 1776, you know? But Essence Reclamation Scrolls are a thing. We can sort that out. I just want to keep stuff for the minute. Okay.
Are you ready to deprive this fleet of its leaders?
You only have to give the word, and we will search the ruins for Nikasi and Balakad. They cannot escape the four of us, you, me, my brother, and the Dumuri warrior Rahazi. Meanwhile, Caradwan will continue to use the Blight to damage the seaworthiness of the song. It will not be long before every vessel lies at the bottom of the sea. We must give her enough time to distribute the Blight to every vessel of the fleet. Talk to Lilith and go with her to confront the leaders of the song. And 2,000 virtue experience. So I'm guessing this might be the end of chapter 17 then, because that feels like a very like, hey, bonus, you know, end of. And then also the fact that it's giving this figureheads, mounted figureheads and whatever. Surprised it gives you all three and it's not like I choose one, but and And then I guess we'll have to see if we add on the
I am ready if you are. They will
double
not
experience.
long hide
I mean, I might just add the double experience now just so
we
I've got
will
it.
end the threat of Balakad and
I need to get a lot more of those. I'm gonna
once
work on
and
that.
for all.
Balakad and Nakasi must have be somewhere within the ruins that sit atop the island. For that place is high and they can survey the fleet. It will not be long until they begin to see the effects of Karawan's influence. We must hurry. They have defenders posted on the bridge that leads to the ruins. Prepare for a fight. I think we'll be fine. I hope we'll be fine. Yeah, I definitely think we're definitely not getting to 160 from this, and that generally seems to be the case for me. Like, if I'm just doing the epic, you don't really tend to hit, like,
Watch your step
cap.
and fall not.
But we're doing what we can, we're leveling up, and then, yeah, we'll go back, depending on how long this takes, because, again, 13, I think I said, chapters in the next one, plus the epilogue, so we'll see actually how far we get. And then I don't know if I'm going to do, like, getting to 160 on stream, or if I'll just, like, do it. But I think I'll probably just do it on stream. But I don't know when. Because tomorrow I'm busy, and Sunday, maybe. Monday, I don't know. I don't know. Busy times coming up, so I'll have to fit some, like, work out what I'm doing. Okay. You three come in to help?
With so many corsairs here about, their leader must be near.
Up here!
Yep. I'm already there. You don't have to shout up here. Oh, Balakad is here. 669, I'm about to say thousand morale. I would set a trap under him. I can't, though. I'm still a little bit salty.
Balakad, the time has come for you to die.
Wait, lower your weapons. I would first speak with you.
What's happening? My childhood was one of tumult. My mother and father spoke often to me of Castamere and instructed me that it was our duty to follow his example. Often I wonder if they were right. Was it true the elves would always seek to keep our people under foot, subject to their laws and shadowy rule? Could my parents have been wrong? From time to time I saw elves of the Oasis, the Kintai, and the markets of Umbarbarabel, and they seemed otherworldly to me, but never sinister. In truth, much of the evil I saw came from the hands of men. Did not the Kindred of the Coins hold me captive and chase my mother into hiding at the conclusion of their uprising? Was I not threatened with torture by Azagast Sea Shadow and Nakasi Wavery? But when I beheld the terrible battle where the waterfalls ran red, I saw the monstrous orcs that emerged from Utukbur, and I heard the battle cries of ferocious Utugi, and I saw the corpses piled at their feet. I perceived the name of their masters, and they were called the Tharduth. From afar, I heard the wizard Inkarnush speak of them as he strove against their powers. I knew them for what they were. They are elves, a different sort than you, bloodthirsty, unwilling to listen to reason. A terrible evil for the ancient world is awoken to the danger of endanger the lands of man. Is in form and nature precisely what my father believed it would be. Castamere was right, my parents were right, and the names they gathered, and in their names I gathered those who helped me fight against the world from elf kind. Nakasi and I have set aside our quarrel. You see, I have not also set aside our difference. With her ships and loyal airsworn, we're all free Middle Earth from the grasp of these ancient elves. For those who aid them, you could be a part of this. If you'll stand with me, I can welcome your prowess. You know how dangerous the Tharduth can be.
If you will not stand with me, you will die on
I don't
this
think he quite, you know.
Not if we have any say in this, Balakad.
Yeah.
Then let us settle
Obviously, it was a little while, and then
the result.
streamed when the expansion came out. Then I was kind of waiting for the legendary items to fix, and now we're back and nearly done with the expansion, and hopefully continuing on with I don't know, something a little bit more consistent feeling.
Through down to the fleet. You. Is this your doing?
No, never. I wouldn't have done anything to your fleet.
What has happened to the fleet?
It's all destroyed or all sinking. Ha ha ha.
From the upper reaches, I witnessed something unbelievable. The ships of the song have begun to take on water.
Ha ha ha.
It is true! The nearest of these ships begin to sink!
Wait, where's this?
I know not how you have done this,
Airsworn. Oh, it's you. Up there.
but you cannot have damage to every ship of the fleet.
Maybe not every. Well, yeah.
Balakad, command your ships to sail.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. Like, I think we're, close to the end now, obviously, but we know there's 18 chapters.
You will go
Well, 19
nowhere.
including the epilogue, but
Coradon, block his
and I know there's
retreat.
13, at least 13 chapters in chapter 18, or quests in chapter 18.
You will be our guest until the Golden Maiden has finished with the last of your ships.
You elves are always so confident in your own ability.
But we're definitely not getting to
How
160
will you react
in this
when someone reveals your weakness?
weakness. Getting stabbed in the back. Coradon best not be dead. He best not be dead. Coradon's dead. I'm not gonna be happy. We've already had this. He's like in the death pose that we've had.
This is bad. Coradon lies bleeding, and Balahad and Nikasi escape us.
They will sail this fighting ships to the Song of Waves and wind down river to war.
Through our efforts, most of the ships were damaged and cannot sail, but not all.
Balakad and Nikasi will sail the remaining ships of the Song down to the river Ikoban, entering all the lands where it flows. Mount your steed, the vicinity of Umbar Barabel lies at the mouth of the river, and you'll bring word to the approaching ships of rules of the city. They must be able to close the river gate before the Song of Waves and Wind passes through the city. Speak to me if you will do this. Mount your steed, talk to Hazi. So I have to mount my steed, or can I just do it?
With as much speed as you can. You must get to Umbar before the Song of Waves and Wind.
I have travel skills. This is possible. Also, yeah, chapter 18. So I was kind of right.
Ride for Umbar. Ride with haste.
Oh, I do actually have to race. Wait, am I racing against the ship? That's cool, actually. I like that. And they're actually gonna hit me. Okay, I'm making sure I That's dangerous. I died. I actually died in this instance. Okay, that was not my intention. I did not think that was how that was going to play out, to be quite honest.
Ride with as much
Let's try that
speed
again.
as you can. You must get to
It didn't
Umbar
happen.
before the
Oh,
Song
hey,
of
at least
Waves and
it happened
Wind.
the first time. I'm going to try and be a little bit cheeky, and assuming that they just stay on the path, can I just, like, not go on the path? My horse is actually kind of forcing me to, like, stay on the path. Can I not be... Yeah, can I not cheese it and just do this? Haha, you can only aim on the pathway. Oh, nope, nope, he's learned my... He's learned... They've learned... I'm gonna go down here. Nope, they've also learned from me. See, I think if I was on a regular steed, I'd probably be fine. I think being on a war steed just means the maneuverability is a little bit harder. So, I mean, if they shoot cannons... Okay, it calls me to stop. Tyler, is that you? It is me. Stop everything.
If this fleet is as dangerous as you say it is, the city is in grave danger.
Yes, it is.
You must hurry onto Umbar.
Bring a warning to the guards at the gate. I will follow behind you. I think it wants me to, like, travel normally and not use the guide skill. So I'm just going to do it properly. So, oh yeah. Let's behave normally, not like a hunter for once. I guess you can't see what those actually are. Like, you can't... I still think there should be, like, a wardrobe option for furniture items. I think that would be quite nice. Little quality of life situation. I need to check, actually. Do we think it's going to go up to 101? I don't know. I feel like 100 would be a nice place to leave it, but actually don't know. I guess we'll find out. Potentially, we are still 15 million experience near enough from leveling up. But if 2 million experience per thing, and we know there's at least 13 in here, we should get about 26 million. So we should get to 156 by the end of this, which will not only answer will we get Reforged, which is most likely, but should also answer, like, the virtue question.
A hostile fleet sails towards us. down the river Ikorban.
That is absurd. What proof do you have?
Have you of this?
Okay, that's it. I'm just gonna go on a regular horse. It's fine. Okay. Are we not trusted? Are we not technically kindred members, maybe? Beckon the people! Will they heed you? No, maybe. Who have we helped? At last some folk give you your attention.
Are we in danger?
Yes, you are. Probably.
A hostile fleet approaches from the river?
You're the, like, person that we talked to earlier. Please, please.
Ships manned by the Airsworn approaches from the river Ikorban? How can this be?
Okay.
I know you for a friend of the city. If you say a hostile fleet approaches Umbar Bahari, then it must be so.
Okay, we must arrange for a defense of the city. We must get everyone away from the river. Hi, Daxamat. Hi.
What is this I hear? Tell me what I can do.
Ask Daxamat to spread the word of the people to see that the fleet of dangerous ships carrying orcs and Orcish soldiers approach from the Ikorban. I will. You should find my brother Jajax in the forum of Bith Gabar. You know what to do. Or he will know what to do. Where am I going? Okay, Jajax in the top. All feels very like quick, you know, get this done, which is good. I think it's good that it conveys that, you know, a little bit. I could also imagine me being like, you know what, I'm just gonna go do some missions real quick. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna do some missions so I don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna go disappear to someone else. Hopefully, Jojax is able to help us a little bit. Hello, you enjoying yourself over here?
What did you say? A secret fleet sails toward the city. And I was not informed!
You killed Jojax, the Nakasi wave from Dalek had taken control of the song waves and wind, and cryptic ships with dangerous Nargak weapons. It's not kept from leaving the Ikorban river. All of Middle Earth will be in danger. You need a kindred of the coins to close the river gate. You will want my help with this. Let me know when you're ready for us to speak with them. Okay.
The kindred of the coins will listen to me. You will see. No one can refuse Jajax.
Is that true? Can nobody refuse you? Okay. Hostile fleet approached my business. The kindred can wait. There's coin to be made. Not seeing steps brought to you to Umbar mocked. Come above, ground to Arcotec, but my own can wait. Something troubles you. Quickly tell Nakasi that Wave River sails a hostile fleet towards the city and the banks of Ikorban River. Not safe. Delay no longer. Tell the kindred coins. I'm basically telling everybody to get out of the way. Yes, it has been a while since, well, technically a while since I streamed. I had streamed yesterday and then like I think it was actually 2 weeks before when the expansion came out, but yeah, before then was like quite a few months. But yeah, fingers crossed we're all on a bit more of a consistent schedule than months and months between each stream. No, it just might be days and days. If by warning we save the city, the kindred will surely seek a reward us for our actions today. The problem is if Coltec is there, right? Because he's like who gave them the fire. So a little bit worrying. Very vibrant in here. I forgot. Very, very vibrant it was. Hey, Harmalek, are you the only one here? What brings you with such urgency to Dalaja? Tell Harmalek the Nakasi Wave River sails a secret fleet armed with Nargak weapons and crewed by orcs and Mordor, and soldiers will order down the Ikorban River. She frowns uncertainly. What's new in LOTRO? New expansion. Level 160. New expansion. Kingdom of Harad. A few more, you know, zones like down here. Down here. Stuff I haven't actually all been to yet. I don't know if I can get to... I don't even know how you get to this place up here, right? Like on the map. Which is actually an interesting thought. Because surely it's something you gotta be able to click into. But apparently not. It's weird. Okay. I have seen it. I have seen what's going on.
You must order the closing of the river gate.
If you betray me and say that you're actually part of this, I'm going to be very upset.
From passing the city.
For what reason?
I don't know anything about a graphics update being cancelled. I know in Bulrora they're currently doing UI scaling stuff.
The hatred she bears is for Gondor.
But it is in your power to prevent this.
The river gate will remain open. If the Song of Waves and Wind is to be the doom of Gondor, I will not stand.
I don't know if that, like, if anything's been cancelled about it. I think they were doing it like bit by bit, rather than like all in one go. I think it was like doing the character, you know, updates, like the character updates, and then the UI and stuff like that. I am very upset with you, Harmalik, by the way. Just saying. Not enough of them. Okay, we have to fight alongside.
Not for the usurping Kindred.
I just mean they changed like some of the characters. Like I know my elves are different, for example. But again, I think it's just it's not all coming out at once. They're just like releasing bit by bit, like every so often. But also I could be wrong about that. I actually don't know. It's been months since I've really kept up with stuff, you know. Hi, Koltek. I will also shoot you. Fight no longer. You know there's a little big game by dying here. Koltek lowers his voice and you can hear Harmalik might have been pretending that she heard the first heard the name of the Song of Waves and Wind from you. When she fidgeted her in her manner, she is not as clever as she thinks herself to be. Wealth cannot buy wisdom, and experience can do it. When Asgard told us the song's existence, neither of us believed it. The Dark Lord of Mordor cannot rely upon such a fleet. What use could it be to us? But it seems Nakasi has done the impossible. The Nagarg I sent for her from Astrogate will prove the difference, I think. When Gondor burns, the folk of Umbar Barabel will rejoice. We have to put our faith in Dagsamat. I don't know how much I trust that. Harmalik, we are gonna have beef. I am now Daxmat. But I'm also me, so interestingly as well, my my things have been swapped. I think that was a thing similar before. It's not my Dax, but you can stay here for as long as you need. I've lived here ever since Kingsman Belondor ordered my release from the Gaul following his return from Iqbalban. Many of the fellows are freed from here as well. I do not know what Belondor saw there, but I'm grateful for it. You can stay here until you learned what happened to your brother. There's really no word of him since he and Tavella went to Dalaja. So again, incomparable, which is nice. Didn't actually see that. You leave your belongings in the storage room, go through the ball behind me to the hall. The storage room is... Oh, hi, I've got another Dax. It's interesting that it's not necessarily an instance, it just, you're always Daxamat here. Oh, my belongings can go down here, can they? Okay. 10 minutes towards that I've never seen before. He's not a friend of yours, I send him away. If it's true the enemy fleet approaches the city, we should not draw attention to this place. Who is it? If it's Koltek, I don't remember you. I've been looking for you. I have tidings for him you should hear. I spoke to many people hoping to find you, but at least I lost a rumor redirected me to this place. Now I've seen here what I've seen. I was in Dalaja when your brother and my friend Tavellard petitioned the Kindred of the Coins to close the river gate and prevent the approaching fleet from passing the city. Almost did I leave, but curiosity stayed my feet. Oh yeah, we were literally talking to this guy a minute ago. And I watched from afar as they were seized by the guards. They were brought to the Gaul and are now captives of Harmalik. Even Koltek has sided with that. I can't think of no reason for him to do this. If the Kindred of the Coins betrayed the city, even now I hesitate to return to the streets. They may keep watch for any who witness their duplicity. Tavella proved a friend to us many times in the city. How can they justify imprisoning him after such monumental deeds on behalf of the Umbari and Tememir alike? Exactly, I am a saint. I mean, he's a saint. You need a way to pass unseen from the refuge without being seen by spies loyal to the Kindred of the Coins. I would not call this day fortunate, but perhaps in this matter alone I have good fortune to say. Pass through the door behind me and take the stairs down to the cellar. You'll know what I mean. Of course, Belondor would have had, like, secret passageways. Small boat pops in the water beside the platform.
Ah, I see what your friend has in mind.
And a waterway
I know
under...
a waterway to Umbar Mok when I see
Yeah.
one.
With this, I can enter and leave the rest of you without detection by spies or to Hamalak. I say I believe that Koltek was in danger to stay this way. I'd never known Tavella to lie, and he was most clear that hostile sails down the river towards us. I may be able to contact someone who can get a message to the prisoners. I will return and let you know if I succeed. Return to the entrance of the refuge and learn the identity of the new arrivals. Who is it now?
Word spreads through the city that the hostile fleet approaches on the Ikorban River.
And that Tavella has been imprisoned for trying to stop it. Can this be true? My wife and I named Tavella a friend. Anyone who seek harm to him must answer to us. Our deadliest days are behind us, but when I have mates enough throughout the Shield Isles and Cape to make things difficult for the Kindred of the Coins if they truly betray the city. If the word of the advanced scouts can be trusted, it's likely that they say you can hear Orcish voice from at least one of the approaching ships.
Rumors spread like wildfire throughout the lower ward.
Is it true that Tavella has been imprisoned by the Kindred of the Coins? I think no reason for him to languish in the Gaol, especially if he sought to warn us about the approaching danger, wherever the Kindred supporters attack. My husband owes a great deal to Tumuldo Fiercewater, but who convinced him not to join Balakor during the war. There's a different Kindred, and people say Tumuldo is slain. Yeah, sorry about that. People also say you and your brother are Tavella's close companions. Tell us what you must do to help, and we will do it. People turn to you for guidance. You stammer to it. Is Daxman and J-Jax going to be like the new Kindred? Is this what everybody's going to like? You know? That's what I'm worried about. Because that would probably not end well. You rest assured in hand. Ask yourself what Talavella and J-Jax would do if they were here. What would they do if we were here? Probably go shoot things with my bow and then just kind of... That's it. Today we fight against those who would betray us for Tavella and for J-Jax. None would mistake me for the Corsairs of Legend. My prowess is not in combat or swordplay. I spent many weeks in the Gaol when the nobleman and I thought to rob of his purse proved more vigilant than I expected, so I don't recommend you assign me to the task of thievery. There's one thing I can help you steal. Together we can steal the hearts of the people, right from under their noses of the Kindred. Folks already come here searching for someone to lead them, and more are sure to come. We're going to need a place they can make our plans. Maybe we should set up a room on the right so we can accommodate our growing numbers. This room? Hey. Go put some chairs down. Have a little interview room. What are you going to do to help me here? This is the start. There's more to be done. The Kindred of the Coins has two places where the leadership can feel safe. Within the meeting hall and within the strong walls of the Citadel of the Winds. As our number grows, we need to find some way to threatening these bastions, make the Kindred of the question their safety and the source of its power. There's something else too. Hamalek and Koltek have imprisoned two of our most significant figures, Dags. The city will not forgive this outrage, and as word spreads, the dominion of the Kindred must begin to weaken. Did they underestimate how beloved Tavella has become to the people of Umbar Baravel? Make my ego go higher. Did they underestimate the popularity of your brother J-Jax? I think these were mistakes, but now we ask ourselves an important question: for how long will the Kindred keep J-Jax and Tavella in captivity? Are they still alive? And if they are, how long will they remain so? I best be alive still.
I hope they are all right.
Hi, J-Jax. Might as well settle down. We're not going anywhere. If I was a burglar, I'd be like, you know, this is the second time I've had to pass my time.
Did you hear that?
Someone is coming.
Someone's
Ooh. Let me search. Is it going to be someone with our message? Or is it going to be, I don't know, strategic boxes? Hello. Do I know you? I can never remember. Oh, Hamalek.
I trust you two are comfortable.
My bow is going to shoot very straight towards you.
Such hostility.
I still have my bow.
I fear the
You
din
didn't do
of
a very good job.
celebration in the city above might keep you from sleeping. The people rejoiced as the song of waves and wind passed the city and sailed on to Gandu.
Is that true, though? She lied before and she lies again.
For what reason would I lie to you now? Victory is already mine.
Curious.
Gondor will burn. Umbar will triumph.
You have forgotten something, Armelak. You may learn it again, to your sorrow.
What have I forgotten?
Umbar is a free city.
Wee.
I know
That's
it
what
well.
everybody
I have
tells
made
me.
it so. The kindred of the coins overthrew the heirs of Casimir and the Church of Barkush.
The people did this. How will they react when Nakasi returns with her fleet? How will they welcome its crews of Ersworn's orcs and Orakai?
Exactly. It's supposed to be free. Not,
They will do as they are told.
well, that's not very free, is it? Very, very,
Maybe.
you know,
But I would not.
against yourself. Okay, tell your captor through the bars, or talk to your captor through the bars. So you say, the people of the city will know why I cannot close the river gate. As the Song of Waves and Wind cannot leave the river Ikoban, Akasi would have turned the Nakar weapons upon Umbabaro. Should we have sacrificed our own city for the sake of Gondor? It's harmless like as she truly believes that Nakasi or Balaka would have destroyed their own city, and she waves a dismissive hand. You believe the people of the city share your uncertainty. Yes, I do, actually.
When next I return, you may believe differently.
But
Farewell.
I want to climb out. Let me climb out, please. I'm on the top bunk. Very tall bars. Feels unnecessary.
Might as well get some sleep. We may be here a while.
What? Okay, a girl watches you from outside the cage. Are you who I think you are? You're the one that was in the like, oh. Are you the one that was like in the sewer grate? Is that what I'm thinking? That we got food for? I message you from one of the 10 maze. The work continues. We need many hands to mine the Asherbal and forge new medallions from it. Remain alert for its shine and stay safe. The mine is treacherous, but there'll be a light in the darkness. Turns to go but hesitates. She faces you again and tries to remember where you've heard this voice. We watched as the ships passed the city. One galley tried to block the open water and it was sunk. Terrible smoke of the cannons smelt foul. We saw orcs on the deck of one of the ships. They cheered as the ships of Umbar burned. The water could not quench the blue flames. Even through the bars, you can see the pain in her eyes.
I did not always live in the shadows of Umbar Mok. I had a home in the city once. Family who loved me. But they did not survive the flames of Barkush. I have been Tefisa ever since that day.
You never saw her face before now, but it's in what you spoke to Zafisa. She's one of the Terasi, the forgotten children who make their way through the hidden pass beneath the city. It must be the Temamir Budok who gave her this message to bring to Jajax. I wish flames destroyed my home once, stranger. They were orange and red then. The embers were lit by servants of Barkush. But fire is a fire. These ships will set ablaze the homes of Gondor. They will return. They will return. The conflagration will spread to the homes of Umbar. I can help you escape, but I have a price.
Nothing comes for free.
Is it going to be food? I have food.
If I help you to escape,
I
I need something from you.
Seasoned fish platters.
Promise. Will you swear to destroy
Oh
the
yeah,
ships
true.
and their
Yeah, easily.
masters?
Obviously, 100%. Is it Tefisa or Ashenath? Okay, I'm just gonna...
So it is pledged, and I will not forget.
I think that's what we need to do, right? Sleeps on, oblivious to everything. I feel like I cannot. We'll just not let me out, you know?
Messages arrive from all throughout the city, Daximat.
Song of Waves and Winds passing so near to the city has caused numbers to grow. The people cannot disbelieve the evidence with their own eyes. The kindred allows these ships to sink Umbari Galley. They have been allied with orcs, and by doing so, they're no better than those vile creatures. The fleet has sailed into the bay and left us behind, but the kindred will still come to rue its passage.
I've been running hither and yon all morning.
So I wonder if then the next expansion is like back in Gondor with that. I'm curious. Messages are coming from every ward of the city. I've been running hither and yon all morning. Let me rest, I beg you, only for a moment. Once I've caught my breath, I'll return to work. You'll tell Nako he should rest, for he'll be of little use to Ilma Goli, the rising tide of the rebellion, if he falls down from exhaustion. I only need a moment, really. If you climb the stairs and check out, see if Seket has slipped any more messages under his door, my rest should cost us very little. There's none when I last checked, but that was a few minutes ago. Up the stairs, a secret parchment. Nice. What's in our secret parchment? Collect the messages under the door by an ally.
Already there are more messages from elsewhere in the city.
Once moving quickly, you should spread out these papers on the planning table. More folk await their orders. We're going here. I like this. This is actually quite fun. This like rebellion underground thing, even if it's not us. Until the moment we want to be seen and to be heard. I'm confident we can spread the news of Harmelech's betrayal to the city, and the Koltek may be aiding her. It's not difficult. Few of the Umbari failed to see the enemy ships as they passed the city, and it's so apparent that all the Corsair crews have joined hands with the soldiers of Ordek and the Orcs of Mordor. It's an outrage and a mockery. I understand there is a plan in motion to set free your brother and Torvella from captivity. Has there yet been any word? Go down to the cellar and see if Buruk has returned. Be crazy if you saw like your character, like us. I mean, we are us technically, but like if we saw a character of us like stood there and like the camera moved, that'd be kind of cool. I don't think that's gonna be what happens. I have good news. My contact has spoken to Havella. He and Jojax being held within the Fleetfast goal, and the Terrassi girl is willing to show us a secret way inside. She's very insistent. If she performs us, we will see the enemy fleets destroyed. I know not if that's within our power, but I told her we would consider it. We need to have Ella and Jodax freed. We consider nothing until this happens. Am I right? True. 100%. And voices raised in anger. Rothog and Belondor, two leaders of the kindred, stand ready to fight. Hello? Sire releases the lower your weapons.
For now I relent. If you give me a reason to fight, I will not again lower my compasses.
Blonder and I were from the city visiting the outer hills of Damazag and looking for the evidence of Thaduf. Once we found none, we returned to Umbarbarabel. The shouting of its people could be mistaken by no one. Someone has allowed the fleet of Mordor and Ordax to pass by the city, and it sailed into the bay and turned its cannons upon Umbari ships. Even now, the wreck of an Umbari galley smolders in the blue flames of the hungry fire. Some members of my kindred seem to be allied with this fleet, but only one arranged for me and Belondor to be away from the city when it arrived. This was like of Harmelech. She knew the fleet was on its way, and she wanted to ensure Rothog did not stop it.
You are Duxamat, yes? The brother of Jorjax. These men follow your command?
Okay, Blonder looks at you up and down and releases his hand from the hilt of his sword. I should have known something was amiss. Harmelech's sudden interest in the Tharduf should have been raised by suspicion. For always she dismissed the servants of Morgoth we faced in Urush Dar as less than a threat to Umbar than the others. To ask Rothog and I to travel to Damazag to learn if it has any presence there, it seemed an obvious ruse. Now, a means of keeping two members of the kindred from interfering with her plans. When we departed, I only thought that she at last was taking seriously the danger. We have now returned and we must decide what can be done. Where is Tavellard? We should ask him his thoughts on this. About that. At least we get this, a 160 essence, so at the very, very least we get 5 of these by the end of this, because I'll have 5 characters at 160 or whatever ready to do this, going through this, and then hopefully my burglar as well.
Imprisoned? We will need to do something about that.
Something else troubles me. Some of the people with whom I spoke claim that Nakasi commands the fleet, and she has joined her hands with Balakad, the son of Balakor. These ships are crewed by hair-sworn Corsairs, Orcs of Mordor, and Ordekai soldiers alike. If this is true, fully half of the kindred of the coins has changed their loyalties. Nakasi, Harmelech, and Koltek can no longer be trusted to lead. Whereas Tathata in all this, she's always been more solitary than the rest, but if she sides with the betrayers, it'll be difficult for Rothog and I to convince the city that our position is just. That way is certain to lead to bloodshed. I do not fear it. I would prefer not to slay my fellows if it might be avoided, but we need to remove the blight and the kindred of the coins in order to cleanse it one way or another. You are a leader of this band of fighters. Consider all that must be done and give your people their commands. The uprising of Umbar begins now. So we get a guise of Daxmat like forever. That's pretty cool. I assume it's a skill, yeah. And then some other stuff. Use the table to the planning room to address the gathering. It'd be cool if there's like different ways you could do stuff, and it's like, I'm imagining like GTA heists, you know, where you put different people on different things and different outcomes.
I know of a place where many weapons are stored, Dax.
Beneath the Dahal Hulis in Karembazur, Rex and wax weapons for use in the arena, but that is not that we can take from there. The Guardians so revere Rothog as both a great warrior and a leader of the city. If they show that he sides with us to overthrow the villains who betray, he will obtain not just weapons, but fighters to wield them as well. We must not underestimate the reputation of Rothog the Storm. The prospect of facing him in single combat was enough to keep me safely and in content in the goal. I knew not the kinsmen Belondo would free me from captivity without fighting only days later. But I did not know... did know not to face Rothog and her blood sands for my freedom. But today I will fight for freedom from the traitors who pretend to speak of Umbar, and but I fight besides the Storm and not against him.
There is no need to draw stones, as is the custom among my people in Karbarakat.
First I will go to Mekab Kupar, and there's some pleasant news. Cortex has jeopardized the lives, safety, and wealth of the Tenma people. I bring those to my fellows who agree with the positions of the Stonewood Shore. We'll seek an audience with Inic Jewelbrow, the Hall Father. One way or another, Cortex will be removed from power for his part of this calamity. While I do that, someone else must make use of the secret entrance to Fleetfast Goal in order to free your brother and Tarvelard. Probably us.
Rumina and I have many contacts within the Sailhaven and the Lower Ward.
We spread the news of Hamlet's betrayal, the rally the Umbari to march upon Dalaja. Corsairs and mariners, vendors and caravan drivers, even the troublemakers and brigands of the Gut. All these folk have reason to overthrow the rulers who think to sell us to Mordor or the Ordak. Even the Corsair Jeduth may join us on this. He is retired from privateering trade, but he will see the rightfulness in Ilma. Is it Ilma Golly's cause? Why does that have to be complicated? Belondo.
You have given these folk their orders, Doxamat. What now is your role to play?
Tell Belondo you are ready to free your brother, Joe Jackson, the hero, Tavella, from the Fleetfast Goal. Before you can say anything, he shakes his head. I think not. It's a dangerous undertaking. I cannot say how this has happened, but you'll have somehow become the leader of the rising tide. Without you to focus these varied and disparate fighters, I think this uprising is snuffed out like a torch doused in seawater. You must remain here at this refuge in order to coordinate the effort. The rescue of Tarvelard and your brother must be left to others. How about you? You do it.
And I will lead this rescue mission.
Tarvelard and Jejax are imprisoned by those we counted allies, even friends. The two of us must set this right. I will speak with the Temir about the secret entrance he has discovered. Were it not now of use, I would rue its very existence. But it seems such a way to the goal will now help us bring our friend to freedom, and about that I will not complain. Regret not that you do not accompany us. There will be danger enough for you here. All the city will soon come alive with anger, and you must be ready to guide its furious voice. Are we going to be Belondo now? Oh no, we're us.
Good fortune go with us all.
Wonder if Gondor has already been defeated. It's difficult to tell the passage of time from down here, but if weapons of the song are as dangerous as you say, it will not take for long for Nikasi to complete her mission. Pass the time as best you can. Well, it's me jumping on this bunk bed, I think.
Get them! What is happening?
Wait, what? Remain alert. I would put down a trap, but I know what's happening, and I don't have a trap anymore.
To stand back.
Okie doke.
Rothog?
I could have died. Good to see you again, but we do not have time to catch up. Rothog and I will stay to guard the rear while you and Jojax make your escape. Daxamat leads the rebellion against Harmlek and Kortek. With every passing moment, more and more of these people will join the rising tide. I'm sorry this happened. I thought the sickness in the kindred ended with Azagaf. It was not so. Harmlek and Kortek have been betrayed the city, and I must make it right. See, my problem I have right now is I'm never going to be able to trust her again, like generally, when I go through and do it again. You say that Daxmat leads the uprising against the kindred? My brother Daxmat, there's been some misunderstanding. My brother is one who follows, not who leads. I am the one who leads. I know I said this, you should put our faith in Dax, but I do not expect something like this. We better go. I will have to see it to believe it. I wonder if he'll like...
These guards might have the keys.
Yeah, I wonder if...
You should free us some friends on our way out.
Yeah, I wonder if he'll be like the follower then, and you know, make your way downstairs and hatch a plant. So we may as well let everybody out that we can. Wasn't a thing I could... Can I go back here? Is there anybody else I can let out? Anybody? Can't go past you? Okay. Is it just one prisoner that I'm letting out then? For now, at least. Wasn't really worth it, was it? I wonder if any of them will aggro me. I have no idea if any of this actually matters, but ta-ta-ta. Nice. Kingdom of Harad is dead. It was created to protect the people of the city, not to burn it alive as did the Church of Barkush. If the Umbari did not slay Harmalek and Kotek for their betrayal, I will do it myself. Below the city, I witnessed Belondor and Dorthog traveling with great speed, and I pursued them. Had they supported Harmalek's treachery, they would be dead already, but it seems these two have not abandoned their wits. We were ready to bring you bypass underneath the city to a hideout where the uprising began. Images of thatched Gondorian cottages wreathed in blue flames flashed by eyes, followed by homes of the Umbari style suffering the same fate. You remember a small voice asking you to destroy the ships and their masters.
Why have you not already left, Tata?
It would appear our prisoners have second thoughts.
Give me 1 second. Dr. Belondor, hello. What's the cause of this delay? The city is above a tinderbox, ready to catch fire at the sight of spark, and the ill, well, he cannot be stopped now. You tell Belondor that you fear for the people of Gondor, unaware of the deadly dangers that sails towards them. For the people of Umbar, he nods. It occurred to me that Nakasi will not give up this fleet when her business is completed. She returned to Umbar, Barabel. Any passing wind will be enforced by cannon and with hungry fire. Not right this second. I haven't been on Umbar or Mordor in a while. I had thought about it, but I feel like I've got like a couple things to catch up on, like a couple sets of levels. I can't remember what we were up to, so I need to like reassess where everything is. But it's going to be like a time sink for a little bit, and with me wanting to like finish with Feyrand, and well, finish 115 finally with Feyrand, which I did a bit more of today. Yeah, I just don't quite know where my limited time that I've had recently is gonna go. I might play on Mordor and just like not stream it all the time, because at the time I was only streaming it. So maybe that'll be what I do, is just do some stuff while I'm not streaming. But also at the minute, Feyrand's dailies are priority when I'm not streaming. So my ship is moored in the hidden harbour not far off from here, and none can match her speed when its sails are full. Asked Tatha if we'd be willing to pursue this song of waves and wind to the Gondor despite the danger, and she said seriously. On my last voyage with Nakasi, we sailed around the coast of Outer Gondor. Our purpose was to prove to the new king of Gondor, despite the defeat of Umbar in the war, the Kindred coins were not without strength. Umbar would not be subservient. Umbar must be treated as a powerful neighbour worthy of respect. Then Tumuldo was staying, sorry again, and the light of Nakasi's eyes changed. Hatred drove her. We encountered the Grove of the Free Tender and the Cape of Anviles. Later learned from Leafshade. At least in tongue used by elves was Leafshade. Nakasi threatened to burn his grove and message of Gondor. I told her I wanted no part of it. Not surrender to her. I know she would have burned the grove with fire and torches, all of Gondor beside. Now she possesses the ability to do just that. If the ship can stop her, I cannot remain idly by and claim to not aided her. For Leafshade, if not for any others, my ship is yours. Agents of Koltek and Airsworn stand between you and the hidden harbour. I hope you are ready. This feels like one very big, like, final event. Hidden harbour is just ahead. We must cut through the foes. We have to reach Tathata's ship.
Attack!
Let's just do some little bit of AoE damage. I was about to accidentally attack J-Jax. Oops, my bad. We are getting close to 156, which is quite nice. I don't actually know what level we're on, or thing we're on. 18.6. 18.13 was our finale, from what I understand. Oh, no wonder you have a lot of morale.
It is good to get my blood flowing again.
I'm so glad you're having fun, J-Jax. Oh yeah, we're down here. Oh yeah, I got so many freed prisoners. Hopefully I got all of them. I think I did. Maybe we just get more help if we free all the prisoners? Or is it just a visual difference? Go below deck. Is that here? Last time we were here, we were fighting her. Okay, talk to J-Jax. I've always been more at home aboard a ship, even if the ship carries me to dangerous battle in the defense of Gondor of all places. At least the legend of Jojax will continue to grow. We leave the uprising against Harmlek and Kotek in Daxmit's capable hands. Ha! Capable is first time for everything, I suppose. Hope we're not making a grave mistake. No, I think we are not. I think he's got it. I'm sad. You ask Arthur why he's sad, and he grumbles something you cannot hear. When you ask him to repeat, he sighs. He's a heavy sigh. I did not think to bring Hurshok with me when we came to rescue you from the Gull. Tatha said there was no time for me to get him. Now he must stay behind the city instead of joining the battle in Gondor. He'll miss all the fighting. Perhaps one of the members of Imla Goli will bring him to Dal Larja to slay Hamlek or Kotek. He would like that. Oh, I hope they do. Maybe we'll get the choice. And Balondor. Sogon has been upon my mind these last few hours. What would he say to know that I now sail to his home of Gondor in a desperate bid to defend it from destruction? I know the answer. He would smile and clap me on the back and say he would have done the same for my own home. What do Gondor and Umbar have in common? Sons and daughters who would die for them against any threatening danger. And Tathata. It's our ship, but the song departed many hours before us. We'll have to. We may be too late to prevent Nakasi from completing our mission. She was driven by vengeance, not by the death of Tumuldo, but for every injury and injustice she suffered during her late years in life. Each of these wounds has fed her hatred, and now she is blinded by her desires for vengeance. There's the meaning of Sotoka. Vengeance is it chance or plan that's. Is it chance or plan that speeds us in pursuit of Nakasi upon a ship of vengeance? I cannot say. The world is a curious place. I hope these prisoners help us. That'd be good. And so the ship made for Gondor in pursuit of the hope. A song in a desperate hope. It's gonna be weird being back in Gondor. Even though we've been like physically in Gondor, like in time, obviously like lore-wise. This is all sort of happening one after the other with not a year or so break.
The Harlond burns. We have arrived.
The Harlond in flames. Interesting. Okay, so we get the guys of Daxmat. We get some veteran experience. Whereas knights, where its fighters, the King of Gondor would no permit against incursion so near the White City to remain unmet, unless he had no choice. We must press forward to the northwest in search of any who might stand against Nakasi. I wonder what, like, I can't remember what happened last time we were in Gondor, like, why there wouldn't be potentially anything, but I guess we'll see. So I want to use that, so we've got the skill, and then I'm going to chuck the skill for the minute. Now, I don't think we really need to be attacking enemies. There's nothing particularly that is also... is bound to character. Interestingly, they wouldn't just like automatically have it be used then. Hey, soldier of Gondor. Do you recognize me? We high press here, and we've lost many men in the attempt to learn what villain bedevils us. I thought the Corsairs tasted a bit of defeat during the war and their fleet destroyed. Tell soldiers that the Song of Waves and Wind became secret for most of Umbar, but a number of those captains schemed to use it against Gondor. We sallied forth from Minas Tirith when we received word of enemy ships sailing towards the Harlond. King Elsar led the charge, but we could not get near enough for fear of the terrible blue flames that fired upon their weapons. It's true they have wrought new quantities of the Impari fire. The kings pushed far away from the river. He'll find his men at the northwest, past the graveyard. It'll be interesting to see the king. Oh hey, it's that person that we saw earlier. So I guess we've been sort of going at the same pace, even though I've been reading everything, which is interesting. I guess they might be reading also. Oh, well, this is a bit worrying. Hello.
Do my eyes deceive me?
Return to stand with us against the Corsairs of Umbar.
You have returned to stand with us.
I only hope that you're not right to wait. When we travel with King Elsar to Outer Gondor, that he might hear the concerns of his people and help them rebuild from the war. I do not think we would soon be thrust upon such horrors as we've come from Harlond this day. My duty and Loninions to safeguard the king, but how can we protect him against a fleet that wields such terrible weapons and his crew is every enemy that ever vowed to destroy Gondor? Corsairs, Haradrim, and Orcs all united in hatred against us. King Elsar has established camp on the overlook atop this sloping path. Go to him and learn what can be done against these invaders, if anything can be. I'm trying to work out like where I am on the mini map or like map bit of it, but Okay, I've got a red circle, so if I die, at least we're coming back. Hi. Expressing brightness, you recognize you're returning from a distant land. If you return to Gondor and it's time of need, my friend, I deem that no coincidence. Tell me everything you know of this fleet and the villains who captain it. Got some incomparables. It's interesting that we get so little legendaries compared to previous. Outside when you finish your account, you tell us the events of the day have taken their toll. The death of Nikasi's husband at the hand of the Airsworn was injustice. I think technically also my fault, but cannot warrant such an attack like this. She remained in Umbar, nursing a hatred for Gondor. That would have been sorrow, but I should say her grief. But for her to seize command of this fleet and these weapons to bring them to bear against my people, that cannot be forgiven. 5 ships come from Harad wielding a hungry fire I thought was gone. Nikasi captains the largest of them. 2 others are crewed by Haradrim soldiers, and 1 has orcs aboard. I cannot see who commands the crew of the last ship, but from your account, I deem it must be Balakad, son of Balakor, the Scourge. As the cast may remain in trouble for us, it seems. It's been a losing struggle at this point, but perhaps your arrival will help turn the tide. Speak to my attendants here on the Overlook, and we will begin to fight back against these invaders.
The ship sailed into the Harlon with no warning.
The crews of Orcs and Haradrim set the port ablaze in the span of a single hour. They came ashore and we met them with sword and spear, but they were unprepared for such ferocity in time of peace. A counter-attack will come. It must come soon. Face any of those who now pillage the Harlon and you'll help us gain an advantage.
King Elisar rode bravely from the White City and led a sortie against the invaders.
But we pushed back for this hill. During the retreat, some of our soldiers dropped their weapons on the slope. Retrieve the weapons you ascend the outlook and leave them in the weapon barrel that has been placed by the graveyard. They will be used again. And hello, you.
It's only been a matter of weeks since I travelled with you in Amphalis.
It's a very long time ago for us. It's true that the son of Balakor Sturge captures one of these ships against us. Are the Ezekesmins behind this attack? You tell the scout Balakad supplied Corsair ships for some of the Nikasi's fleet, but most of the ships are damaged before they can sail to Gondor. You ask him what you can do to help the fight against the 5 ships made the journey. There's much chaos to be retreated at the Overlook. We are pursued by enemies. As King's groom, it is my job to see the horses as best I did the best I could, but 2 of them slipped from my tending and fled towards the main street that runs through the centre of Harlon. They're crazed by flames. You see, who among us was not? Okay, so I got to find horses, swords, and kill enemies. I think that's what I'm picking up from what I read. This feels like it's gone quite quick, like 18.8. I feel like it's a lot, but like because we're jumping between like us and Daxamat and stuff, I think that might have been why it's sort of gone quite quick in quests. But we are incredibly close, 300k away from leveling up. So we are like a couple kills, maybe? Bathed in fire. That's how do I get that? Do I have that? Oh yeah. You fed the wrath of the Dragon and lived to tell the tale. Oh, I'm burning. That's not nice. Okay, find the horse, defeat orcs, and defeat Ordokai soldiers. Can I just get through here and not be dying? Or do I specifically have to... Is it like I specifically... Am I just not seeing the blue fire? Is that what I'm trying to get at? We're going down here. Is this where it's going to tell me there are... I mean, it's pointing me in 2 different directions. I'm just hoping to find some horses. And we don't have a map to, like, kind of cheat with as well, which is a slight bit annoying. I am curious on, like... Okay, we have obviously been selling most of our stuff, but... We're getting a few items from these kills, at least. And this should probably be our level up to 156. Nice. And just check. It doesn't say can be reforged, so I'm guessing that is sort of our highest tier. So I will have time, I guess, to think of some... Yeah, I'll have some time to... think of names, essentially. I thought I'd be able to get into the actual thing, but I'm guessing not. Also, I don't know why more my stuff... Like, why do they not get attacked by fire damage, huh? That's a little bit annoying. We'll go up here because it looks like this is where the orcs are. And once the orcs are done, hopefully it should point us in the direction of these horses. It says along the main street, which means surely I have to be able to enter here. Right? It's just weird that I can't. I mean, I am tempted to try and make my way back to where we started. I don't know. Like, I'm just on very high. I don't know if there's fire. Like, is it just not... Let's just go medium and then reset. Oh, to be fair, it doesn't even... I don't know. So... No clue. Yeah, I'm guessing that there is probably supposed to be a lot of fire. But unless I go on like ultra, I don't know, like very high. Or ultra high. Let's try ultra high. No. Very low. I don't know why it just like at some point we'll just say custom. But I don't know. Well, we know there's fire there. Don't worry about it. If I start taking like 10k damage, I know there's fire. I was like, oh yeah, isn't it supposed to be maybe a bit more obvious? But it's fine. Won't worry about it. I mean, I am very good at breaking this game, it feels like, so I'm not surprised by any means. Okay, random other orc, why not? Maybe I'll have to come, like, relog at some point and redo this quest just to experience. I mean, can I really redo this quest? Can I not go in? How do I get in to the thing? Like, am I just not being allowed? Okay, I can't do any mounted combat, which is fine, whatever, I guess. I guess I'll loop around the back and assume that's where I'm supposed to be. I just hope that I'm not bugged. Can I go through this way? No. What about this way? I've done the dailies here so much that I don't want to ever do it again. This way. No. Why not? Why? I don't understand what's happening. This is just levitating debris. Oh, wait, I can go this way. Yeah, but I can still run through the fire, right? Well, we made it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I don't know why I keep looking at my map. As if I saw that player yesterday. So I remember making a note of their name mentally. Okay. Okay, you can probably go through this way then, I'm guessing? Is that? Or is it just where the horse is? Oh, I can. No, I can't go out this way. Never mind. I thought it let me through. It's not like I've never run through fire in this game before, so I don't really understand. But it's fine. Hopefully we just get past this very seemingly bugged time, but I'm worried I'm going to get sent back in, considering they just walked back in. So I guess we'll find out in a minute when we go talk to our friend, the king, because we're, you know, just that cool.
Did you see the son of Balakor?
Her shouting
I heard
applause
shouting
the
about
tumult. The voices cries that the Ezekast made designs upon the White City. Could that be true? You sure that the S1 will not have victory despite their initial success, and the counterattack will begin at Elsar's command? Of course, heed not my jumbled thoughts. King's expression has already greatly changed from when you first encountered him. His weariness has been replaced with determination. This is the hour in which we fight it back against the invaders. Blondo tells me that Nakasi has broken with his kindred. It is an enemy of Umbar. I believe him. It counts himself no longer around a Gondor, but today he will fight side by side to prevent Nakasi and our allies from endangering our lands and our homes, though they not be shared. Hi, Blondo. I didn't actually notice you there.
Something about the Narjak weapons Nakasi has mounted upon the song.
We tried. Didn't quite work.
Nakasi inflicted great damage upon the Harlong with her initial attack, but her forces are limited.
To those who make the crossing, the soldiers of Minas Tirith greatly outnumber the warriors of Nakasi's disposal. When King Elsar mounts his counterattack, he should be able to overwhelm the crews of the song. The Nagak weapons remain the real danger. They greatly make up for a disadvantage in numbers. We have to disable those weapons. I'll go to Vrothog to destroy the weapons upon the Orc ship. You should find Jojax on the eastern side of the city port, near the docks, and go with him to destroy the weapons upon one of the Ordekai set vessels. We have leveled the playing field somewhat and given King Elsar an opportunity to mount the counterattack. This is what Sargon once wanted, to have a peace between Gondor and Umbar. It will not allow Nakasi to shatter the chance of good relations between our peoples. I am curious, while we're here,
Find Jojax and work with him to
we have this incomparable, and was this a tracery as well? I'm curious if either of these are something we can use. Perfect healing, incoming damage reduction, tactical, could not have been two worse ones for me. Just give me tracery tokens. Okay. Let's go find him. Eastern side of the burning Harlon, preparing to storm the docks. Okay, we're probably going to have to go back through the way we went, which was like over here, I think. Not very helpful without the fire. I can see better. I just don't know actually where I'm physically going. It's funny because I actually have a character who is 141 and is currently in this zone, but like doing it the pre-Song of Waves and Wind sort of stuff. And so it's kind of funny to think about. Okay, stands bravely among the flames, not far from the docks. Let there be a competition with the good fortune and my incredible skill. We'll accomplish our mission before they succeed. Let's go. Maybe I'll have actual real fire. I'm worried. Okay. Overheard speech for our enemies. They learn the names of these ships. The Ordekai ship Kosagati is moored nearby. The Orc ship Grishulvosh lies at the end of the dock. You need not commit those names to memory, for they will not long matter. We will teach their captains the lesson of the flames. Who set a fire may be the one who burns.
We will handle the Ordekai, Balondor.
Okay, so we're going to this one. Is that right?
It will be done.
3 minutes left on this. So I might chuck on another one, just so we're safe. Just need to spend some time doing missions to get my supply of those up. I guess it doesn't really matter too much because we only really did that because we wanted to make sure we were high enough level to accept all the quests. But now 156, even 155, we were able to do all the quests, like up to 160. So it's now just a matter of doing more quests. Just move out of the way. Get that. Okay, there we go. Tamper with the weapons aboard the ship.
Destroy the Norzak weapons, but be sure to get clear.
Well, my question becomes, at least there's fire now. What are you doing? Why are you not helping, huh? You could at least attack some enemies. Why do I get 2 and you get 1? This is just absolutely unfair. Incredibly unfair right now. I killed 2 of those and did all 4 of these before you've killed 1 enemy. How does that make you feel?
Those weapons have burned out.
Okay, let's get off the ship. Oh, maybe not.
What was that?
Let's Explosion came from the direction of the other ship.
May be in danger. Follow me!
Let's go. Oh no. They best not die. I don't want anybody to die. Except like maybe Kotek and Harmalik. But, you know. I think that's founded. I don't want like Corridan to die. I'd be very sad at that, to be honest. I'm also very interested because I'm pretty sure in this one, I can't remember his name, Horn. Yeah, I don't think Horn like is alive in my playthrough. So yeah. I wonder if it's slightly different if you've got Horn versus not. When he comes back, as I can't remember his name. But then surely the other guy would show up, you know, if that was the case, and because it would just swap out which model. I was too late to save him. Rothog looked from his fallen comrade, half troll's own body singed in crackling heat. I battled the captain of the ship in conduct while Belondor went to disable the weapons. Something went wrong with the hungry fire. The orcs knew our purpose here and they set a trap for us. They damaged the mechanism, and when Belondor... After the explosion, I ran to the flames and carried Belondor out the inferno, but it was too late. He completed this mission, but he has left us. I just said I don't want him to die. I mean, you kind of look cool with the scar. It kind of adds to the aesthetic. He did.
But Belondor did not want it to burn.
I like you. I like you, Rothog.
You must tell the King of Gondor he cannot fail.
I feel bad for beating you so many times in the arena. I'm just saying.
On this day, he must honor my friend Belondor with victory.
Okay. Okay, I feel like Corridan might die now. Just because... I don't know, he's a little bit more, like... known... separately than... Belondor, I think, in the grand scheme of things. But, like, I don't know. Are they going, like, murder hungry this time around? We're getting close, though. 18.9, and then 4 more to go after this, right? And then epilogue, however many that is. Oh, I got hiccups. Terrible. No, you can't die as well. Okay, what happened?
I don't know what happened.
I think he was stabbed by a secret knife.
My king. Who has done this?
Okay, what happened? My groom of horses. He stood close by and whispered in my ear for the error Castamere hissed, and his knife had a gap in the place of my armor. He must be a traitor we suspected. Elsa lost correctly in action and caused him pain. I thought such a one would be higher in my councils. We'll seek to join the battle cap by the S1 ships more by the docks. Okay. Can we shoot him? Are we allowed? Can we just, like, pump a few arrows into him and just pretend it was the orcs or something, you know? Is that not? Surely they can't tell it's my arrows. It's a bit crazy to think he would be there, you know, like... in the grand scheme of things. Where is not got fire? This is the hardest thing to traverse when the game just doesn't want to show me fire. It clearly can, because it was showing me fire, you know, elsewhere. And I can't go this way. Don't mind. Okay, let's go this way. Hope this works. Oh, no. Oh, Tathata. Oh, no, you didn't get her. Managed to pursue Doc. He's just ahead, but here's no one. We must put an end to his mind. Yeah, but okay, erase is done. I will kill all of them. Says no more for you to know that what is in our mind: vengeance and justice. Just like our ship. I should probably dismount. S1 ships moored along the shop. Dockside is called Fazenig, the last heir. You see his name comes true to put an end. He who rallies the S1. My business is with the Cassie. And this other guy. The king will be fine, because they're not going to change that, you know. But still, it's the point of it. Is that it shouldn't have happened in the first place. Is this ship done? Go try and jump in without getting any more extra damage. Every time I use rain of arrows, it ends up only being on one enemy. I swear. It's a problem. Okay, let's use this to make sure we're capped.
Balakad, I have slain the King of Gondor.
No, you haven't. You think.
You must protect me.
Is this true?
No. The king will live.
To deceive me.
No, my lord, please, let me explain.
Hi, Cassie.
I will prove my loyalty.
I'm coming for you next.
Castamere.
My business is with Nicasia and no other. These two are yours.
Hey, I mean, between them, they have the same battle morale-ish. You're not even getting a chance. Always been loyal to the Era Castamirs. I gave them whatever tidings I couldn't else as plans. Women Eolith proved a font of information. Indeed, the most challenging to determine what news could be used in the midst of her ramblings. I lost contact with Maethon shortly after the king departed out of Gondor and I received no further word of the other supporters of the heirs. I decided what actions I must take on my own. That stayed my hand for a time. But I always thought some means of separating the king from his defenders while we ventured in Anthos and Penarthgalion. I'm going to be watching this guy as well. I don't remember him being here, which clearly just means he did quite a good job, but I'm going to be watching like a hawk. I wonder if he acts suspicious, or if they would like change it to be suspicious in like a retrospect. But now Balak had assumed his rightful mantle, I can die knowing I've done what I could to support his rise. If I must die, then I must die for him. Praise the memory of Castamere and all his heirs. Well, sorry. You will die. That is gonna happen. I hope you know this, but like, it's not gonna go the way you want it to.
My loyalty in death.
I asked you once before to stand beside
Nope,
me.
not happening. You best not die
You
either
must
way.
know the destruction of Gondor is
Nope,
necessary.
not at all. I'm pretty sure I have a house nearby here
The
somewhere.
ancient elves, they will kill us all.
Yeah, and how does Gondor fit into that?
Your time has come, Balakad.
Wait. If I surrender, if you grant me
Nope.
mercy,
That happened once before. Wait, where's Tatheta? She died? Wait, I just told you, Tatheta, you can't die.
Nakasi.
Oh no, she's alive. I guess. So he's dead. Emperor's dying.
When I sailed to this place, I knew I would never need it. But first, Balakad would die.
Okay, very curious. I need Harmalik. Harmalik needs to die as well. I need at least something there.
But that vengeance was incomplete, for so long as any heir of Castamere still drew breath. Now I can tell to Murdo, he is avenged.
Okay, prepare for battle and talk to Nakasi Weaver. You cannot defeat me, you're not even Rothog and Tatheta by your side. My victory is already complete. I've avenged Tumuldo and satisfied my quest. Gone to burn as I knew it must. All my enemies have suffered for the hurts they caused me. Now I'm beyond all hurt. You've already lost no matter the outcome of this battle. Well, I doubt it. I mean, you did just immediately knock me out, which is a little bit rude, I'm not going to lie to you. Annoyingly, all my like burn hot stuff, like my guaranteed crit whole thing is no longer a thing, which is very saddening to me still. But hey, whatever.
I must tell Murdo.
Thank the heavens. Finally, that is done. I mean, we are still at least 2 chapters left, right? Or two thingies left. And, again, epilogue.
She is defeated. Her life nears its end.
I didn't even look at this. Okay, so we get physical mitigation, tactical mitigation, vitality. We're not going to really worry about that at the minute.
Her eyes dim. Nakasi sees
Ooh.
us no longer.
Shattered, though. Not cracked, which is slightly annoying, but it's fine, I guess. One thing I actually am really curious about is, so this is 151. Obviously I have Tracery, the character Tracery, who is 150. So if I level them to 151, can I just open my my boxes like I plan to and get a load of bonus ones?
You have anything to say to Nakasi? Say it now.
I don't think I do.
What has happened? How is it I come to be here?
Oh, interesting. Sorry, Captain. Kindred coins meets within. I cannot let you pass.
Where my husband goes, I go.
Is this like her last moments? Enter train where your husband tomorrow meets with the other members of the
Free from joining Tumuldo?
Very well, Captain.
Is this like your last moments? Is he going to tell me he's disappointed in me?
Not mine.
Emilka hid her allegiance to the heirs of Castamere from us. It is only right that Tadanta take her place at our council.
Wait, who?
Hold, Azagoth. These are kindred matters. Our number is 7, not 8. Nakasi cannot stay.
Your numbers will be fewer if you try to keep my wife from me. Anything
Interesting.
you say to me, you can say to Nakasi as well.
Are any welcome to join this kindred then?
It would appear so. We already have a Gondorian.
Oh, this is starting a fight.
Say so once more, Tumuldo, and I will take your other hand.
Calm yourselves, my friends. Remember why
I forgot about his voice.
kindred was formed.
The kindred of the coins was formed to free Umbar from its masters. We possessed our differences, but always we held to that mission.
Huh?
Did we not?
Apparently not. Think upon this question. Does the Kindred coin live up to its intentions?
This meeting of our council is dismissed.
I think everybody had their,
Until
like,
next we meet, then.
you know, he was a traitor. He was a traitor. Technically with him as well. Radog was cool. Love him. Belanda was fine. Tathata, I thought she died a minute ago.
And with Nakasi.
Like,
Very well, Osaga. You have our attention.
I don't know what your plans would have been. I guess we're finding that out now. Eyes over somewhere. We see things. Sometimes they see things that interest me and those who are friends I can trust. Know you of a vast lake, the head of Ikoban? I thought not, for it appears on very few maps, and none in Umbar. And you stray too far as a snake, Sugnadar. The Fearwater are slain before they can report its existence. What deserves its secrecy? I learned the answer, my friends, and I ask you to hear me out. Complete before you disregard my words. Decades ago, following the destruction of Umbar and the burning of its fleet in the hands of the hated Thorin, the Dark Lord of Mordor commanded the creation of a new ship to replace one that was lost. New fleet. Barkush ordered the creation of a new armada at Sugnidar. Far from the prying eyes of Dunadan and Gondorian spies, the Song of Waves and Wind, it was named by its builders, and its number would far exceed even the most grander Corsair fleets in history. The work continued for many years, but for some reason unknown to me, and Barkush began his war without waiting for the song to be ready. Now only now does it near completion. Let me forestall your objection, friends. The kindred exists to oppose the Church of Barkush, and the allies with none who don't worship that Dark Lord, though he is gone. But the Song of Waves and Wind is not itself evil. It is a tool, a weapon to be used, and just as Barkush set it down, does not mean others might not pick it up and use it for their own defense and their own aims. Fleet could be a gift to Umbar and those who must now lead it through dangerous days.
Who else knows about this fleet? Only those I can trust. Harmelak believes it will not be finished in time. And Kortek thinks it will not be enough.
This is a way of being like, this is who I said it to.
Can it be that Gondor will choose peace? It may not be necessary to release the song. Perhaps not. We will not know until someone sails to Gondor and presents them.
This is a grand manipulation here.
No, Tumuldo. Sail not to Gondor.
You will come with me, my love. The waves will never part us. Together, we will learn if Gondor desires.
At least he seems a little bit more level-headed in like the grand scheme of things. Wait, where's he gone?
What is happening? Tumuldo!
That's what I said.
Where have you gone?
I don't have permission to do that. Oh. Oh, now I can go. Wait. Just an endless void.
It is time to go, Nakasi.
Can we not remain here together? I have missed you so.
Every ship must leave the shore someday. Ours must now depart.
He is also levitating, but I think in this context it's okay.
There was something I wanted to tell you. But now I cannot remember what it was.
Take his hand. Your fear, your anger, and your loneliness are gone at last.
Let us sail beyond the darkness of this life.
Nakasi Wave Reaper has gone. Put a catheter on the deck of Tumuldo Rabba. Wisley is dispatched, and the weapons damaged. Song of Waves and Wind has reached the end of its campaign against Gondor. Already the fighting turns against them. The battle will soon be over. Now the healing must begin. This might be good. Like, obviously we came to help them from an Umbar standpoint. We're kind of like known well to both factions. So hopefully, you know, might be something good there.
Let me put your mind at ease. King Elisar's wound is shallow, and we tended to it in time.
He will survive the traitor's blade. Good.
He has asked to see you.
Okay, interesting. So we get Port City under attack. A Flickering Essence. Explorer of the Fear Water. Characteristic you have to. Oh, that's so we can travel, because this is the end now, presumably. And then we also get a Cloak, which looks like we're probably going to go for this one. Vitality, crit, finesse, and then Primary Essence, which is, yeah, so we'll just add Agility Essence onto it. We'll get a ton of crit. Still technically less crit, I think. But then if we add the Agility on it, maybe it's more. But obviously a lot more Vitality. And Finesse as well. Power regen, air, whatever. But it'd be interesting to see if that is actually like better than a Ember's Cloak, for example. But he has asked you, Joseph, not over long. I would not dare to keep you from him, lest I risk either your ire or that of the king. What does he do? Oh, makes sense. You get the big bed. King smiles at you. You're reassured to see the return of strength. My friend, I am glad to see you survive the battle. The reports I heard tell me the threat of the song is ended. Are you telling you tell King Elisar that Affadair has paid for his treachery, and both Nakasi and Balakad have perished during the fight. With that, we could have dissuaded them from this course, but alas, only rarely is that possible. I confess to you, it never occurred to me that Affadair could have been supporting the heirs of Castamere, whose presence we suspected in Minas Tirith. The gaze of my suspicion always turned to those who wielded greater power than my groom of horses, and yet the Airsworn prized his reports, believing he was always only moments away from wielding a blade that would end my life. Surely there were opportunities to be had before today. This I believe, for it seems fit every fact. While the Herland burned, Affadair stood near enough to me to whisper his battle cry in my ear for the heirs of Castamere. As he said, he slipped his knife beneath my armor. All unsuspecting. How then did his blade not pierce a vital organ? How could he inflict this wound with such murderous intent, yet not spill the last of my life's blood? I think our Torah King Gondor planted a seed. When he travelled with us to Amphlas and to Peneth Galen, he did so intending to serve the interests of the heirs of Castamere, but I think our journey caused a sapling to grow within his heart. Nice of you to think that. I'm not so sure. I think he's just incompetent. When today he saw the opportunity to carry his tension, I believe he was unable to fully wield the blade that could end my life, and his aim went astray, despite his purpose. None can say if this is truly so, but that is my belief. I weep not for Affadair. I hail him for my life, even though he sought to be taking it. Hi, don't shout at me, Arwen. I am once again in your debt, dear Tarvelad. My husband is ever eager to charge near and far in support of other people. his people. Perhaps this pair will keep him from embarking upon foolish errands for a time. A short time only, I suspect. I'm told his wound is shallow, and it would take one of more severity to keep him from tending to the needs of its people. But today he will rest, and for that I am grateful. The queen asked me to attend her as she came to Mahaland. Is this true that Aphrodite thought to attack the king? Oh my, oh me. Tell Eoleth that the groom attempted to kill the king. It was unsuccessful in the attempt, and perished during defending Balakad's son of Balakor. She not sagely overcoming the surprise. I always suspect he was a villain. Did I not tell you that you journeyed in Outer Gondor that he was up to no good? Let none tell you Eoleth fails to see things as they are. Did you tell me that? I can't remember. You can tell the king will not long remain abed. Already he desires to get up and move around despite the instructions from his healers. He advised that you stay still and not aggravate his injury, and he shakes his head with amusement. The battle has ended, there's something I need you to do. The Khasi attack on Gondor has reshaped the Kindred of the Coins, for it's my understanding that some of the body supported her in this and others did not. Blondor died in our defense, but Rothog and Tathata have also fought on our behalf, and they survived. What befell those who remained behind in Umbar? I ask you to speak to Jadak in the infirmary and prepare to return with him to the city. We must learn what we can in the situation in Umbar now that the threat posed by the Song of Waves and Wind has been eliminated. Is that going to be the epilogue then, or is there going to be more to it?
Yes, I understand.
Oh.
We sailed from Umbar Bahabel. The city was in turmoil.
Okay, when you complete this quest, you'll sail back to Umbar Barabel with Jajax to carry out the king's wishes. Let's return to Sailhaven and handle what happened while we were gone. I will speak to you not far from the Beacon Gate when we arrived. Does Kendra rule still? Might there be a reward for those who fought to protect both Gondor and Umbar from the ravages of the sun? King Elsa is not the only one who wanted answers. Let's go at once. So we're going to go for Wind Seeker, Crit, Finesse, makes sense. Bind on Acquire, which is kind of annoying. I would like to be able to trade it around. But yeah, Crit, Finesse, in combat power regen. Can't use it yet, but hey. Make sure we lock all of these. I don't want to get rid of anything for the minute.
Our return voyage was not as eventful as the first that brought you to these shores.
Seems to be on the very precipice of the cliff's edge when we departed, but now as it was. Let us know let's ask some people nearby what transpired while we were away. You go to the east, find some of the willing to talk to the northern shipyard. The workers there will always be spending their idle chatter, and the tidings we seek are from the furthest thing from trivial. So we get these ones, more of that, and we can also return to Harlon in Flames, so maybe it would work if we go back there. I don't know what we'd have to do back there, but something. It's nice to be back. Just like, you know, we were in an area where it's like, you can't leave. You can, but not really. Have you not heard? The Kindred of the Coins was overthrown and a new Kindred raised in its place. The Kindred redeemed. Harlon, Golden Hand, and Koltek were in league with Ordak, allying even with Orcs of Mordor. They thought to sell the city to its prestige. They counted not on us, a common man and woman of Umbar, the shipbuilders and sailors, merchants, scholars, fishermen, and labourers. The people of Umbar Barabel rose against them, and one voice we spoke. It will not be so, we shouted. The uprising lasted for the better part of a day and into the night. It was bloodshed. Not every soldier at Harmelech's command threw down his weapon, but many saw the rightness of our cause and just joined the just throng. Another group opposed us during the uprising, the Airsworn, who had long troubled the police of the harbour. One of my workers fought against him in the night in the uprising. I'm going to tell you more. Her name is Jinan. She was on the way to the gates of Song just north of the city moments ago. If you hurry, you may find her there. But as in the past, many the new kindred be able to serve the interests of the Umbari people are free of the influences of Ordak. Is Dax, Mac, and Jajax going to be like pseudo leaders? Is that what's going to happen? Because like, I feel like that's the way it's going to, like, failing upwards sort of thing, you know? I feel like that's what we're going to be expecting here. But I also wonder if it will change the landscape of the area. Like, will the gut still be the same where there's enemies? I assume it has to be, right? They're not going to change that, like, because then how would you deal with like the Airsworn down at the docks, right? How would you deal with your Slayer deeds and stuff? But hey, at least we're getting a few things out of all this, you know, a cloak that we can't use. At least it's something. 565, like 40 item levels above. So we're definitely going to be in need of, you know, some stuff to swap out with, like 515, yeah, 521, 514, like these are 556, so even that's like pretty like 40 levels above. So I wonder about like Taylor, if there's going to be some new Taylor stuff that I can work on with hides and whatever. And that's going to be significantly better. I mean, we should look. I don't know if the wiki's going to be updated. That's the only thing. Because it so far does not even have the hides. Armaments, light armor, medium armor. Can we look at item treasury real quick? Should be on there, right? So, Grove Keeper. Oh. So apparently Grove Keeper armor is like 160 agility, I guess. Critical defense. Or is it? Okay, Kinta. Is common 151 stuff. Again, I don't know if this is like... Yeah, Grove Keeper seems to be... So I don't know if it's like... Gotta be barter then, right? Because this just seems like it's not... Like tactical mitigation, finesse parry, I guess. Like this very seems like defensive, weird stats, just in my opinion. But I guess if it's got so much agility and so much vitality, then maybe it makes up for it and still better. I don't know. We'd have to have a look.
Yes, I fought against the Airsworn during the uprising. I am not afraid to speak of it.
They've always been the weakened side of the ship's hull, still along at sea, and I was not surprised when it eventually burst. Passage by the city of Orkai ships was a hammer blow to the imperfection. The Airsworn believed their time had come to last fully seize control once more. What made them so bold, I cannot say for certain, but whispers tell, though many of their number had been secretly leaving the city for a number of weeks, rallied somewhere by the son of Balakor himself. The uprising was short but efficient, and the new kindred has been formed to lead Umbar in the days will come. The guard Imgeda, kindred renewed. They assemble even now at Dar Rapa up the hill to the east. That's where I'm going. I wish to get a look at them. On these wise councils we put hope rather. So up here, I guess is the idea that it's in public a bit more, rather than like, oh, you can lock it down. It's like listen to the people rather than just internally. I don't know. Am I thinking about it too much? Maybe. Probably. Okay, let's see who it is. So, Tatheta. I don't remember who you are. Are you the guy that was at the lighthouse thing? You're the guy who was in charge of the dwarves. Meshka, that was Balondor's wife, I think, and Rothog is Rothog.
My brother Dax stands with this new kindred, as if he were one of them.
He's probably the leader.
That is an oversight,
like the...
One thing followed another. I am not sure what happened.
Okay, at first I was just trying to carry your will, telling people what you told me. As more and more folks learned of Harmalek and Coltex being imprisoned, you and my brother, they became angrier and angrier. You helped many Umbari and Temamir alike when you came to these shores, Tavala, and it seems you have made more friends than you know. What began in confusion became a rebellion. The rising tide, and there was no stopping it. Try as I might, I cannot be convinced those who flock to us, I was not cut out to lead them. Now they may be part of the renewed kindred. I do not understand how this happened, yet every step of the way has led me to this moment. Is this how you feel every day? I cannot get used to this.
I wear these burns proudly in memory of Belondor.
I believe he's now sails in the company of friend Sergon and not bound by the oceans of the world. I sought not to join the kindred renewed, but the people of the city demanded it. I could not refuse them. I asked for strength when I possess it. It would be impolite to abandon them. Besides, all of my things are here. You love her, really.
Despite the land where he was born, my husband was a man of Umbar.
Wife of such a man must be prepared for the voyage in which he might not return, and I was. That makes it a little easier, but one thing that was light in my sorrow, the people of the city love my husband and they grieve with me. The burden is shared across the ward of Umbar Barabel and made it so much less. They asked me to join the kindred renewed and to rule in Belondor's stead. I agreed in the honor of my husband's memory and the love he held for the city and its people.
The Temamir and the Umbari people must work together, and not at cross purposes.
For that reason, I was chosen to join the kindred. I felt I must apologize for the action taken by Coltec during the past few weeks. I explained to Umbari, my people, that I am considered it a failing of my own. I did not determine his true allegiances in time to prevent the tragedies that befell the city. I need not tell you that he acted alone for his own interests, but it was not with the authority of the stalwart stone that he fell in with Ordak or with the orcs of Mordor that is seen upon one of the vessels that passed the city. I am grateful for the assemblage of Temamir who came to Tharagushgal and perform any other treachery during the early hours of the uprising, they will be rewarded. The actions of Koltek, the same as his people, the Empire can rest more easily now, knowing that I have joined the Kindred.
The people called for me to join God in Jeddah. As Harbor Warden, I could not refuse.
I thought it was. I sought not to elevate my position, but with so many airsworn going from the sea, it would seem my days are much less eventful. This will fill them up. To the Umbari who called for me to join in this august body, I made this pledge to remain vigilant, not only for our enemies, but also our friends and our chosen leaders. It appears this old sailor that much of our trouble began when Tumuldo sailed to Gondor, and that is done as August's command. The old kindred should have snuffed out with Sea Shadow's evil before he could use it to drive the city of such a hero as Tumuldo, who might have opposed him. Others might be deceived, but I am not, and now, not now, the kindred renewed. And Tathata,
One mystery remains to be solved.
which is...
Hamilok and
Oh,
Koltek
that makes
are
sense.
missing. None have seen them since the uprising began.
The people of the city chose us to form the Kindred Renewed, expects us to redeem the Kindred of the Coins, to live up to its goals and not succumb to the rot that festered within it from its early founding. I hope it is so. It will be made more difficult if we cannot learn what befell Harmalek and Koltek during the uprising. Okay, real quick, I'm going to take a quick break just before we go and do this. I know we've got like just the epilogue, but I just need like a little stretch, walk around, etc. because it's been like nearly 3 hours. But yeah, I'll be back in just a little bit, baby. Okay. Feeling a lot less achy bones. It may have perished during the uprising. What do we think happened when the people arose? Let's go find out, presumably.
None seem to know what befell Hamalak or
Hey,
Hotep
I'm
during the
Hamalak.
uprising. We
Fun.
may never know.
There's nothing to fear, my lady. The doors of Dal-Lajra are strong, and the men who guard it are even stronger. None of them shouting of the shouting throng will get inside.
This way, my lady. I will keep you safe.
And Koltek. Ha. The other traitor. Why would you go to the entrance?
What is happening out there?
We're gonna hunt them down.
Stay back, my lady.
Okay, are you gonna let people in?
Jai, what is happening outside? It is getting unruly.
What has happened? The area from Dal-Lajra to Beth Gabar is packed with residents, shouting throng. Many in the crowd carry weapons, but for now they have not wielded them against us. I think that will not change, but I cannot say that with certainty. You must stay inside, my lady. It's not safe for you out here. I fear we cannot protect you if you leave the safety of the meeting hall.
Kadar, I need you outside. Stay here, my lady. They will not get by us.
Turn to the safety of the main hall. Let's do that. Koltek, what are you going to suggest? Dal-Lajra is not safe for us. I know you trust your guardsmen to keep the unruly throng at bay, but I have not faith in them. See us come alive in anger, and the fury is directed at you, at us. Remain here, I believe we will be
We should
slain.
slip the net they have fashioned for us, Hamelak. Let us escape through Umbar Moch.
It's going to be the same though, right? Like... I don't know. Do we get like... We don't get guys for this though. Most of the crowds have not yet thought to look for us in Umbar Moch. We can follow these passages to safety. Oh well, there's something happening here. Can use her bow? She definitely has.
The way is blocked.
Oh no! So is this way?
My people will stall them.
We're gonna get lost. I imagine this is like, you know those
We cannot go this way.
catacombs like Paris, where like if you go the wrong way, you know, you just get lost forever basically. Or if they're just lost. Hold it right there, Harmon. Like the time meaningful grips the whole is after the spear and not in the direction of Koltek. I will not use this unless I'm commanded to, but I will obey the order if it's given. Oh no. You demand to know the meaning of this insult. Spare me your indignation. You know what happens to those who gamble their lives with others without care to slant the artist sufficiently in their favor. Song of Waves and Wind has proved to be useful. Maybe Gondor lies in ruin even now. But you failed to manage the people of your city and have turned upon you. That they think to also hold me accountable for your blunder is unfortunate. The memories of people are short. You will be kept safe and unharmed until such time it is politically advantageous for the Temir to produce you. The wagons to the north will direct you safely outside the city and beyond the reach of the crowds that call for your head. This is much finer treatment than you will receive from anyone else. Let us say, it remembers the tyrants we overthrew, the kindred we left together, if only for a short time.
Keep your dignity, Armelak. Walk to the wagons and live. Stay here and die.
Stab him and then die. What if I defy my ground? Defy my, like, stand my ground? Does it matter? I don't know. I don't know what the... Will I die and then I restart? Oh, you're too valuable to kill. Carry her, boys. Okay, same outcome. Okay, I was just very curious. I wonder, it's almost likely they were caught and killed outside by the people they betrayed, but if that is so, where are the bodies? None have come forth to confirm either of their fates. Even so, every suggestion is supposition only. We can guess at it. Do not like guessing, I like knowing for certain. Okay.
Oh, I had almost forgotten. I have news for you of your friends Coruldan.
Ooh, Coruldan best be alive.
He returned to the city a few days ago.
Good.
And now recovering Dar Tabib.
Find this apothecary and Tall Gardens in Umbar Barabel. And then we get a sketch. I don't know which sketch I would care for most, but I guess you just have to go through multiple characters to do it. Enter the apothecary of Dar Tabib of the Tall Gardens in Umbar Barabel. $156.5 ain't too bad, in my opinion. I think if we were to go do, like, obviously, like I've talked about, a bunch of quests, I think we would do pretty well in regards to leveling up. Just need to make my way back into the city finally and make my way actually back where we're supposed to go. Okay, let us try. I get very lost very easily, so this is going to take forever to actually happen. But yeah, I'm curious on, like, I'll look at these times of these streams and use it as a rough estimate of, like, how long it took me. And then I want to do it on another character and just see, like, how actually long, if I don't just read everything, it takes. But that's something I'll probably do, like, I don't know if I'll do it on stream or off stream. Like, so I don't really want to stream Feyrand at the minute, just because it's very, very grindy, whatever. And I think Feyrand is more going to be, like, when we actually get to going to 120, which I did a little bit of work on working up my gear. Looks like, actually, Ember's gear might be my best in slot at 120 for a lot of stuff, which is funny, at least jewelry. At least higher item levels and stuff. But until we get to that point, I don't think it's really worth streaming it. Because it's very, very repetitive, and I got bored today doing it, so... okay, Coruldan, hi.
My wound is well on its way to healing.
As you see, yeah.
Eases the pain.
I understand Umbar has been saved from Nikasi and Balakad. As Gondor too escaped from their wrath. You tell Coruldan the King Elsar and his soldiers fought bravely against the Song, and Gondor survived. And the last of Sauron's schemes has been frustrated. I'm glad for my part in it. You trust that Coruldan rest, and you'll speak to him when you're more fully healed.
I understand Nikasi is slain, and the Song of Waves and Wind defeated.
That is true.
May there now be peace for a time.
I heard tell that 5 ships of the Song survived the passage to Gondor and waged war on the Harland. Might more have joined them had the rapids of Irkoban not proved too perilous. We saw the ruin of many smaller ships dashed upon the rocks when we travelled this way from Sug Nidar. The builders of the fleet likely intended it to be a one-way voyage, and they not counted upon Corudwan's damaging solution or your great haste in opposing those who escaped it. The raft bridge of the Rack-Raid did not last long against the cannons. When we rejoined Hazi at India, she said that her mother intended to see it rebuilt. It would not surprise me to learn she has already done so, but I have gotten ahead of myself. While you pursued the Song towards Umbar, my brother and I and Corudwan made our own way westward. Our return journey was not uneventful.
Yes, I will tell you what transpired after
What happened?
you left us.
Curious.
We walked toward the setting sun, but our progress was slow.
When Nikasi, my brother, was deep. It wasn't with travel, soaking through our makeshift bandages.
Corudwan did her best to heal his injuries.
Interesting that I'm, like,
More than she could give
physically
in the
here.
wild.
Just a moment. I am sorry.
There is nothing for which you must apologize, my brother.
I feel cold.
That's
Is
not
it
good.
chill of the body or of the spirit?
Both.
I cannot say for
Both of them.
No,
I feel it too.
Oh,
Let us move within the
there's a
shelter
banner.
of the rocks.
Banner? What does the banner mean in this regard? Are we going to see the... It said not uneventful. Like, something happened, clearly. Coradon lost a great deal of blood before we could stem its flow and would explain the children's body. What I feel is it as well makes me think there may be another cause, an outward cause. The cold is not natural. She wrote the thought of the unnatural cold.
We are not alone, are we?
Is it the spirit that we were trying to
know of this
help?
one.
I did not want to upset you.
Hmm. We're being followed by...
A wandering spirit has fastened its attention upon us.
It's gonna be the spirit you've been after.
Silirtas?
Maybe.
I cannot say for certain. This spirit might once have been the Quinta Silirtas. But even if it was, her memories may not remain.
Hers may not, but mine do. You say this made me not certain, but if it is, I have to speak to her. I have to tell her I am sorry. Where are you? Hail the spirit.
You may not remember, Silirtas, but I do.
Is it here? Is it supposed to be here? Am I not seeing it?
We knew each other for a few short days. But in that time, your struggle touched my heart.
I was going to say, there has to be some model that physically
This is
exists.
dangerous, Sigilith.
Every day of our lives is dangerous. Every moment. Silirtas understood that, and she did not run from it.
You cannot know this spirit was once Silirtas. You cannot. Such wrathful spirits have been known to deceive.
No, I believe.
When first I came to Shonith, I thought its people were unlike any others I had encountered. Their words and their customs were so different from
Curious
my
that it's like
own.
at an angle.
But I recognized something in Silirtas. Her hopes, her fears, her anger, and her frustrations. They were the same as mine.
I choose to come with us to face the great and unknown evil. I thought, despite every danger that lay ahead of us, if any need perish, it would be Sigilith of Lorien. I thought I could keep you safe. I'm sorry. When you were slain by Azagath before the door of Utukbur, I fell in despair. I thought I must too die to atone for this terrible deed. For robbing you of your life that you may have had, only the voice of Tarvela drew me out from the darkness. His words made me realize something. Every moment of the every day, for every person in this Middle Earth, is a gift, not a treasure, but a choice. Every point in time gives you the opportunity to decide how you choose to use that moment. You choose to fight the fading of your people. You choose to venture with an elf and an elf that you had known for less than a day. It's funny how they do that. It'd probably be like a hobbit and an elf, you know, or an elf and a hobbit. But like, I don't know. It's funny to me that it's done like that. And had known for less than a day to combat an evil in the elder days. The choice is yours, and I am inspired by them. I celebrate them, but I've learned there is one more choice you might make, dear
Our
one.
people have been separated by distance and by time, and we each came to forget. But we were fashioned as one people. There is a place for you, Silirtas, if you wish to seek it out. I hope one day to see you there.
Hmm? What do you believe happened? Am I kicked out? No. I believe Silirtas. I heard my words. I cannot know for certain.
The storm has passed. Now only a light breeze remains.
Huh. Oh, there's a breeze now going this way. Because it was definitely straight last time.
Look, there. The animals pass us by.
So too do the birds of the sky.
The birds? I can't. What happened? What directions do these animals travel? I don't know where we are.
And the animals and the birds.
This
All
way.
these path westward.
Towards Umbar? In theory?
I understand, Siliertos. I will see you there.
I think I get it.
Rest well until then.
I think I get it. It's like the Undying Lands and all that. You know, I'll see you west.
I cannot say with certainty that the spirit was Siliertos, or that she heard my words.
I believe it was, and that she did. I want to hurry to join her, but when at last I come to that place, I hope she and I will reside in comfort and in peace, beyond the loneliness and fear so troubles Siliertos when she contemplates the unknown days ahead. That is my desire. I cannot know if it has come to pass, but I hope leads us ever onwards, and pleasant dream of it will live in my heart until the end of my days arrives. Kaiba. Did not your chat. I have visited our friends every day while Corridon recovers. They've spoken to me of your adventures in Fearwater. Please finish your visit. I'll speak to you afterwards. I love Kaiba. So chill.
That reminds me. My brother collected some papers from the Orderhai.
You intend to give them to Kaiba, but the matter has slipped our minds until now. Look at them among Corridon's belongings and give them to Kaiba. Hello. You say Corridon found these in Orderhai encampment. Do not want to pest him with such questions. Let's speak of this outside. Where are you? Where are you gone? You're over here. Okay. Got you. Soldiers would not have understood the meaning of the parchment, but I do. They must have found it among the ruins while searching for treasure, thinking it unimportant. They kept it unguarded among their belongings, where it went overlooked until it was picked up by Corridon. These are the words of Vinarion, 24th king of Gondor, who bore the title of Hyarmendesil II, the South Victor, set down by the trusted retainer in his old age. Only days before his death, these words proclaim that he repented for his long campaign in Harad, and he wept at the bones of Sharaban, a city he destroyed in the days of his youth. On the return journey of his 10th pilgrimage to the land he once conquered, he rested on the hilltop fort of Kashukin and died there as peacefully in his sleep. Sigurd tells me the land around that is now that fort is now changed. This once a hill is now an island. His bones lie there to this day, kept isolated from discovery by the creation of the Fearwater. The story raises complicated emotions in his heart. He's considered very different in Shagana than he is in Gondor, and it's difficult to reconcile these two perspectives. I'm put in mind of the relationship the Umbari must now have with the Kindred of the Coins that preceded the Kindred Redeemed. Kindred of the Coins was neither entirely evil nor entirely good. They both achieved lasting good and enduring harm. Does one erase the other? Wiser scholars than I might be able to weigh the value of each, but I cannot. Must we forget the instrumental roles played by Azagoth and Nikasi in freeing of Umbar from the heirs of Castamere and the cultists of Sauron? Must we forget Cortex D during the Dagor Kalath or Harmelik's advice to Dalaj should be open for the needs of our people? Must their later crimes strike from the record their earlier heroics and wise governing? Must my mother's refusal to give me see me erased happy as I spent as a child in Ethering? I think it cannot. So we celebrate the good and we work to remedy the bad, and by doing so we mend what wounds we can, and seek to avoid inflicting further harm. That is healing of a kind, is it not? The Gondorian scribe heaves a sigh and looks upon you again, forcing a smile. Conversations I have with the Umbari, I've sketched members of the original Kindred of Coins. Umbari remember both the fine qualities and their faults, neither excusing the other. With the drawings I hope to capture the balance. Choose one you're liking and it is yours. The others I will give to the city of Umbar Barabel and is a reminder of his history. Not forget it. Okay, so we got Azagoth, Balondor, Harmelik, Kolthek, Rothog, Tathata, and Nikasi. Oh, and Tumuldo. I'm thinking Balondor or Rothog. I like Rothog, but I also like Balondor. I'm going to have this one, because we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I get 7 characters, we'll have one each. I'm going to go Balondor because he died. Hey, Song of Waves and Wind completed. We have now got the title of the Waves and Wind, and also Oh, it gives me two things. Bound to account and bound to account. I should have probably not done that. I am really curious about bringing up... because I made sure it was updated last time. If it wants to work. Hopefully. Please work. There we go. I'm really curious on just real quick opening like my vault, my wardrobe and stuff. Just so it's opened. And then I want to look at my current gear for Tar Valad. And just have a quick little look at gear. So I'm going to go into Tar Valad, who is on Orcrist. We're going to go into gear, configs, and then we're going to duplicate our current one because I'm going to change it to 160. And then once we're at 160, I just want to have a look at... Okay, so what's something I haven't leveled up? Our cloak, chest plate. So choose, and I'm going to go highest item level. I don't know if we'll be able to show this properly, but let's try this. Okay. So Hero's Jacket, 575. Bearing in mind right now we are on that. So let us try this again. So 514 right now, 575, 575. Blade Dances Hauberk. So that is Vitality, Physical Mastery, Career Armor. How do we get that? Items the same cosmetics, scaling. Doesn't say how we get it though. It has to be a... if we go agility is like main stat maybe? Maybe actually not because that doesn't have agility so it wouldn't show up. Like Ordekai Conscript's Scuffed Hauberk. How do I get that? What is it from? Is it from the like newest Ordekai Scouts? Oh, I did not mean to do that. Like this Scouts Hauberk. Physical Mastery, Crit Armor. Blade Dancer's Hauberk, Phase of Sentry, blah blah blah. Again, how do I go about getting that? Is there a instance that we haven't got yet? That is a thing. D-Tracker, are you gonna show me maybe? Because Haradwaith. 150k? I guess it's so much to do. Okay, we're gonna have to definitely do a load of quests at some point, I'm sure. Yeah, because I haven't done many of these plays. I've done Shieldars, just not all of them, but yeah. It's mostly just... Apparently I didn't do that. I think I did it on a different character, maybe. And then we haven't done that one. But I think I have. Right? I could be wrong about this. I thought I did it because I've done the raid. Apparently not. I have done the raid though. So maybe it was not available at some point or something. I don't know. That's Cape of Umbar. This is Umbar Barabel. I haven't done Umbar Completionist yet. Oops. Because I needed to do Deeds of Cape of Umbar, which is all the Slayers, I think. Oh, Cape of Umbar, sorry. I had to do all these. So I had to do all the Slayers. At some point, I will have to go do those. It's probably a thing worth looking into, you know, and these should technically be a bit quicker. Just chuck a Slayer Accelerator on, and hopefully less people are doing it now, and I'm a higher level, and etc., etc. And then most of these are just... I haven't done them yet. But yeah, it's probably fine. Right, though. I think... I didn't really have any plans past like, oh, well, we're going to do 2 chapters, and it's quite a lot of chapters. So I didn't really have any plans outside of finishing the expansion today. So I think I'm going to leave it a little early today. Maybe I'll go do some leveling on some other characters. I don't know if I'll level Tarvelad off stream at the minute. I think I might just be doing some investigation into gear, getting to 160, and then I guess we'll look at, I don't know what instances there are. I don't know how, let's have a look. Legacy of Morgoth, because I guess, let me have a look. So, is that, yeah, abbreviation. Like, Fane of the Accursed, I can do that as a solo, and I'm just curious if I'm going to get anything. But I also don't know what the scaling is compared to, like, kind of what I'm used to. Also, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Am I even going to get anything out of this? What if I get a 156 item? It's really good, but it's like also bad because it's 156. I just don't know. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, at least on the wiki, it doesn't say there's anything. So Legacy of, so Corsairs of Umbar. There's Streets, Isle, Arena, and then Dragon the Storm. Fine, we knew that. That's all stuff we knew about. And then Fane of the Accursed, Restless Tomb, Well of Forgetting, and King's Fortress. What's that? Is that Tears? Oh, okay. Which is fine. But yeah, it doesn't quite show yet. But again, I also don't know if that's just because it's not updated yet. Or are they not out yet as well? Like, I'm pretty sure, isn't it on Borora they're testing stuff at the minute? I don't know. I'm just curious, and I don't really know. Did I get anything? Enhancement runes. Hey, at least I'm getting enhancement runes, I guess. It's been a while since I've done this. But as long as I can get everybody to 151, at least, I can just run 151 instances and get something else. Oh, why is it all green? And are they supposed to be green? Is it supposed to look like this? I don't remember it looking green and purple. Did I break something? My graphics just weird. I had no fire, and now I have weird colored stones. Obviously, stuff like this, I can't not level up from. I could put a stone in the tortoise on, but I'm not going to do that for, like, the sake of how many levels. But at some point, we will just separately go do some questing, like, on other areas. Yeah, I've definitely bugged out my graphics at some point, I think. I'm just trying to have a look and see when, like, next viable time to stream is.
You grow weak.
Because obviously, as I said earlier, it's a busy time of year right now, and I'll see what I can do, but yeah, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So my next day off is Thursday. I might be able to fit something somewhere in between, you know? Did I get anything else? No. I hope I get something at least on the final boss. I'm not going to do all of them, but it'd be nice to get something. Obviously, once I get to 160, I will probably open up some loot boxes. I'll open up those 5 free keys plus all whatever Feyrand has in his inventory, just to get a little bit of a bonus. The only thing I don't like about this time of year with the festival, though, I will say, is every single LFF is just Storvigan. Storvigan's alright, don't get me wrong. It's fine, totally fine. But when it's the only thing, it's a little like, really? Can we not, you know, do something else? I say that. Fane 160. At least. Looking for tank. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into gear. Maybe I'll look into Taylor. Maybe just the Taylor recipes aren't all on the wiki or something. And just, I don't know, compare gear to what I have now versus what's available. Even from just Taylor stuff. Hello, my friend. I'm gonna pick up a torch. Hey, how, like, sometimes you can just be really fast at killing a thing and you still have to go through, like, a rotation. It's like, really? Can I not? Oh, I didn't realize there was one behind me. That's fun. Cool. Let me find a torch to replenish. Thank you. And then you gotta wait for ages. Thank you. Okay. Fingers crossed we get something better than an enhancement rune. But I don't even know if you can outside of max tiers. Okay. Well, I guess there's something to be said for upgrading, I don't know, crit or something. I don't know. We'll work something out. Either way. What's this called? What's this expansion called? Kingdom of Harad? Just curious on I don't know. Either way, there's at some point there's got to be some instances, right? And I think sometimes they don't immediately release them. I could be wrong. It's weird. Anyway, besides the point, we'll have to work it out. But yeah, like I said, we're just going to finish for today. At some point, maybe Sunday, maybe Monday. I'm not quite sure yet. I have to work out what my plans are. We'll do another stream and just try and push that 160. Might just go play my other characters in the meantime, since they've now finished the quest on here. I can just go through and level to 160 through missions or whatever I'm going to do. And, you know, do some quests, get some gear, get more of my, my decorations or whatever. But yeah. Thank you for coming along to the stream. I hope we all enjoyed. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.